Hey everybody, welcome to Roll with Advantage. We are doing a special episode this week where we are bringing on our guest Ryan, who we'll introduce here in a second, and we're going to be running a one-shot, a Goblins one-shot. So let's get into it. Ryan, why don't you tell the people who you are and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Ryan. I'm with Roll for Initiative, and we are just a channel done by a couple of geeks. We love Dungeons and Dragons and Shadowrun and Pathfinder and all kinds of different tabletop RPGs. I've been playing since 2nd edition in high school. Dawn has gotten into it fairly recently, and so we just make a bunch of videos about the games that we're playing and DM diaries. Talk about video games, review modules and books and all kinds of stuff. Lots of board games as well. So that's kind of us, just a couple of nerds making videos.
Nice. The last orders that Cchio gave the Deepfoot clan was that the goblins were to go to Phandalin bearing the symbol of the Golden Stag. It is there where they are to fix up the mansion known as Tresendar Manor. On the clan's travels, they rescued some survivors from a nearby goblin clan known as the Cragmaw Clan. They had been brutally massacred by some evil miscreants and were wandering aimlessly trying to steal what they can. The Deepfoot clan took in the survivors, swelling the clan's numbers to 20 strong. They taught the survivors the ways of kindness that their Prince Cchio once taught them. In the passing months, some progress was made to the underground halls of Tresendar Manor, but money has run out, and a few of the clan members are starting to get itchy for high adventure. And wouldn't you know it, a monk dressed in red and gold robes has just arrived, promising just that. The only catch is that you'll have to travel to the mythical lands called Chult in search of some information on an artifact known as the Soulmonger. The monk has promised to give the clan 1,000 gold for sending adventurers to Chult. His only request is that they return any information that they might find on the Soulmonger to Candle Keep. Your ship sets sail from Neverwinter's ports in 3 days. The clan is counting on you. Good luck. Why don't we introduce our characters here? Let's start with our guest Ryan. Ryan, go ahead and introduce Vodette.
Absolutely. So Vodette is a wizened and elder goblin, a nice ripe age of, 11, who devoutly likes to follow the teachings of one of the various trickster gods, and so has positioned himself along with the group to bring the blessings, maybe, if that's what's in the cards and in the dice, and some support, as well as a nice blunt mace to the skulls of something, if that's what's needed.
All right, I got Gur. It's a very original name.
How many R's was in that again?
It depends on the day. Today, I think it's 4 today.
Okay.
Might be 5 tomorrow. Depends on the number of cups of coffee in the morning, too. So the coffee's out, there's going to be like 8 R's, but otherwise it's going to be 4 or 5. He's a musical, what's the word? Oddity? A musical oddity, because he's a hobgoblin, but he really likes to play music for inns, for humans or elves. He met up with the Deepfoot clan not too long ago just because he kind of got bored with the ease of pleasing typical taverns. He likes to infuse his performances with magic to make them magical performances. And essentially he just charms the whole room when he plays. Game-wise, it's Calm Emotions, I think.
So it's like smooth jazz he plays.
Yes.
Your guy's Duke Silver.
Smooth jazz.
Duke Silver, I love it.
Is it a soprano sax?
Yes.
Probably. But yeah, so he's just looking for more challenging audiences.
Ben.
So tonight I'm playing Hobbs the Goblin, and he's a ranger and tracker for the Deepfoot clan. Helps them avoid dangerous predators like elves and humans. He fell in with the clan as a child and hopes to bring more children to the clan by whatever means possible. Kidnapping, more traditional senses. He likes his ale, and he's a gloomstalker.
Ooh.
I am playing Casimir, a hobgoblin gladiator, who I'm going to attempt to play somewhat like Randy Savage. So we'll see how this works out. That's decidedly not my normal personality, so we'll see what actually happens. But I am a fighter, brute. I wield a battle axe.
So I am a hobgoblin, and her name is Ekri. She is a rogue swashbuckler and has kind of a pirate background. So she doesn't necessarily worship any specific god of trickery, but she's definitely kind of more on the ridiculous end of pirate stereotypes, in that she's just running around doing chaos, kind of looking out just for herself, and also maybe a little bit propense to tall tales.
All right, so here we go. You five, you are actually leaving the ports near Calimshan at this point. You have traveled south from Neverwinter, down the Sword Coast, and into the warm climate that Calimshan and its area provides. You have set out with the cheapest ship you could find that is heading towards Chult. They're actually heading into Port Nyanzaru, and for the last couple of days, it has been extremely rainy, to the point where you can't really see much more than probably 60 or 70 yards ahead of you, and everything outside of that is just sheets of rain. The waters have been awfully rough as well in the area. And right now the sea breeze is kind of just kissing your face. It's very salty right now, and you all are up on deck. The captain he walks by.
So this captain, did we hire him? Is he part of the Deepfoot clan?
He is not part of the Deepfoot clan. He is he is probably about 50 years old, human. Like a dirty blonde gray hair and beard, and he was one of the few ships heading to Chult that costed very little money.
So we're getting our money's worth.
Yes.
Awesome.
He says, we should be arriving here in Port Nyanzaru any time now. And he's been saying that for probably a day now. You're probably starting to get the feeling that he's lost. And at that point, it being dusk, you hear somebody call out from the crow's nest, a female voice. You assume it to be a tabaxi, who calls out from the crow's nest, and she says, "Island, port side." You see these craggy islands that start to sink below the waves, and then they actually disappear.
So I guess we're still lost then.
I would like to make an excuse about needing to get more wax for my bow. This humidity's terrible for it. And being a practical fellow, I go looking for a life raft.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what those islands are, but I know what trouble looks like.
The ship starts to list to the left, like it starts to rock off of its axis and then come back through, and it starts to list to the right, and then you feel this thud, thump, and another thud, thump, and a beak starts to come up out of the water of this very large turtle. The whole ship has now gone absolutely bonkers. They are manning stations and taking up arms. You hear one of the crew people say, "Dragon turtle!"
Well, I guess we should either scare this thing away or kill it so it doesn't destroy this crappy ship we're on.
I'd like to put forward the idea that we should let the dragon turtle eat the humans while we take our boat.
One of the side, like the safety boats?
Yeah.
You see Vodette takes out a coin, like a slightly oversized coin, like a souvenir coin, and flips it and looks at it and puts it back in his pocket and says,
Yes, Tamora demands sacrifice.
See this guy, he's got it.
Yeah.
All right, I vote we sacrifice the dragon turtle.
No, Avatar. No, maybe.
Yeah, let's sacrifice the dragon turtle. That seems like a good choice.
Or that one.
he points at a small pirate, like,
But that one's also small.
But wouldn't your god be happier with a bigger sacrifice?
It is true. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the glory.
Who can say?
Hang on, I gotta think of a voice. I want to do a voice.
Oh gosh.
The inspiration is flowing now. Thank you, Ryan.
Casimir's on deck, flexing and
yeah,
trying
no,
to
that's
rile
great. I
up
just have
people.
to, keep this up for the next 4 fucking hours.
You chose this path, Ryan.
Yes. Casimir is riling people up.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you like starting to tote around like harpoons or something like that and getting ready for a fight with this thing, or?
He's grandstanding, so he's just kind of grandstanding and flexing and trying to look intimidating.
All right.
What do I know about dragon turtles?
Give me let's do nature on that.
What's an untrained 18 get me?
Oh wow. Okay.
Dang.
So you probably actually have heard tales through your bardic knowledge. You've heard some tales about dragon turtles and how they can usually like to nest in near like in coves and like where the cliff faces happen on the coast. They like to nest in those areas, and they also really like gold.
Huh.
So the captain's been holding out on us.
Is it like submerged totally, or?
Its head is it keeps like popping out of the water. It seems to be like tapping the boat and then like dipping down. It's more of like trying to knock things off at this point. But with each growing moment, it's getting more frustrated and is starting to take more aggressive action.
So Vodette will sort of be looking at over the side and gets close to one of the smaller, lighter-looking pirates. And on the next thump from the dragon turtle, he just goes,
"Oh no, my balance!"
and will smash into one to try to push him over the edge to the turtle. And if he goes over, she goes,
Yes, to you, Lady Luck.
All right. Yeah, the person just falls right overboard, and you start hearing the man overboard. I need you to roll me a percentile die, please.
Alrighty.
Let me know how much you get.
That would be a 35.
35. So the person falls overboard with all that's on their person, and you see as he hits the water, you see like a coin purse on his hip, and the dragon turtle comes by and actually like takes the purse with like such grace and finesse, and leaves the person to his own devices.
Well, yes, see, I told you, tomorrow be praised.
And then throws a rope over.
Nice. All right. And the guy grabs it and pulls himself in.
I was about to fire a warning shot, so I put my crossbow away.
Okay.
Does it appear to be a beast?
A beast?
A turtle?
Let's see. I think it's technically of dragon type.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
A ranger would know that.
Yes, it is of
Okay.
dragon type.
There goes that shenanigan.
Yeah. Vodette, did you want to act on any of that knowledge?
Yeah, so seeing that, and when the sailor gets back up, Vodette makes a big show of pointing at his missing purse and says,
See, it is the Avatar. He demands gold. Throw over the gold.
and go ahead and make a persuasion check, please.
all right. I'm sure I'm very good at that. All right, so... well, it's a natural 20, but I do have a -1.
All right. The captain's nearby and like pulling the man over the rail, and he says, "You heard the goblin? Toss over the gold!" And like everybody stops what they're doing. And you hear the female tabaxi from the crow's nest like, "What? Cap? Did you say the gold?" He said, "You heard me, the gold!" And everybody just starts like pulling out what they've got from their change purses, and it looks like people like at a wishing well, like they're just throwing gold overboard.
I could have used that gold. No.
And after like the first wave of gold, the nuzzles and the nudges from this dragon turtle start to like slow down, and then you see the beak come up at the front of the ship, and it actually like clasps the front of the ship, and your ship comes up out of the water and rocks against one of the crags. The rocks that you saw before was actually part of this turtle, and it now has your ship on its back, and it is making its way towards what you can see now as shore, heading in towards a cove.
Excellent. We're landing.
All right, that's excellent.
So if we keep following this, we can see where they take the gold.
Yes.
Gur says, mayhap this guy's our harbor master.
I think it's taken us back to take what we have left. I think it knows that we have a lot more to share.
Holding out on us, Captain.
Well, let's just say you're not the only ones to have chartered a ship to Port Naranzaru. Only what we carry is expensive.
That's why you need to get into like contraband.
Get into that would suggest that I hadn't already entered it. I think I'm going to order my crew to start attacking this turtle. Some of the things we have on board is quite powerful. You can join in the fight if you like, or run.
Like drugs? You got drugs?
No, not drugs.
Where are we gonna run to? We're on a boat.
Because if we had drugs, the turtle and we could use the drugs, and it might calm it out.
It might calm it down. No, decidedly not drugs. We have
Rum?
match. We do have rum, actually.
I'll go guard the rum.
Oh, okay.
Just point me to it.
Yeah. Down below.
I head down below.
As you're saying that, like, you start entering like this cavern, and he's like, well, we're technically inland now, so, yeah.
No bonus for going over there. Just because you passed the shore there doesn't mean we're gonna pay you more.
So I'm going to try and sleight of barrel some of this rum
Yeah. Okay. All right.
into the boat and be like, see ya.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you can totally do that.
We're in a cave on the island that we're supposed to be on.
Yep. As you're like moving through this cave and you guys are trying to figure out what you're doing, you start to see like glimmers of gold out in front of you.
How about we stay here?
This boat continues on into the cave, and you see this giant mound of gold. It's an island of gold now.
Ooh.
And the dragon turtle parks the boat like up on the gold. Basically just like floats by and shrugs you guys off. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm making mine at disadvantage because I've been sampling the rum.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Typical Ben rolls.
Uh-oh.
Critical in 1.
23.
Nice. 4. Not gonna do it.
12.
Okay.
It's a save.
Yep. Nice.
18.
6. Or, yeah, it would have been 25, but it's 6.
All right. So, Hobbs and Casimir, you both fall. Hobbs, you're going to fall, and some of the barrels around you have come loose, and they fall on top of you. You take 9 points of damage.
I feel no pain.
And Casimir,
I'll
you
drink
take
my way out.
3
I'm
points
okay.
of falling damage as you fall onto this treasure hoard. The dragon turtle actually like sinks back down into the water, and the captain's at loss of words. He fully expected a fight. Now he says, I'm kind of worried about why it wouldn't have tried to kill our people.
Probably because of that sacrifice earlier.
Maybe he has a collection.
I vote we smash and grab, and he orders his ship's crew. He says, grab all you can and run for the surface.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab too.
If you all would like to grab for some gold, give me a. Everybody needs to give me a percentile. That's what I'll need.
Now, I'm going to grab, but I'm not going to run.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a smart move or not. But...
Oh.
Ooh. 53.
Nice.
15.
15. Okay.
58.
I got a 73.
All right. So, what you all pick up is in gold value.
Can I have grabbed Captain's coin purse?
Give me a sleight of hand, please.
Oh shit, this is gonna be bad. 10.
10. Let me see what. I rolled an 8. So, yeah, he's so distracted with pulling in these copper pieces, these copper and silver pieces. So you you're able to snatch off of this person 4 gold pieces worth of money off of them. That's assorted change, basically.
Okay, cool.
Casimir, the reason why you found so little, though, is because you were distracted by the items that you landed near. You landed near a chest, and you spent most of your time during the smash and grab opening it, and you find that it is holding a whole bunch of like spell scrolls and things like that. What's your strength? Are you able to try and drag something that's probably...
I have 15 strength.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. You can try and carry this if you'd like.
Hell yeah.
So this cavern actually has like a small walkway that is perfect for like goblins to walk on. It's a very small walkway. Some of the crew is actually like trying to swim to the other side of the cove, where there's like a clear shelf where they can try and make their way to the surface.
I want to watch the dragon turtle eat them.
Oh gosh.
I understand the ways of the wilds, and if you try to swim for it with the gold, you're just either going to be chomped up or pulled back.
Yeah, and Hobbs, you get exactly what you want, but what you're not seeing what you hope to see. You see a lot of baby dragon turtles coming up, and these smaller like mouths come up, and they're starting to like pull these pirates under, and you hear like one muffled scream as it like gets pulled under the water, and then you see like another head drop below water, and thump, 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 thump.
At this point, I dump out my water skin, fill it up from one of the barrels.
You see some of the humans actually behind you trying to work their way up this small path, and they're having a really hard time of it.
Hard time? Why?
Because they're so big. So imagine like it's really, really close to the edge. You only have about 6 inches from the ledge. Well, for them that's really tough because of their feet are so big. For you guys, big deal.
Our feet have grasping characteristics.
Yes.
Sounds like we should go that way.
As the scramble goes and folks are making the other goblins, our party are making our way out. Yeah, but it just grabs the little coin purse as well, and then shows it to Hobbs on the way out, and he's like,
"Hey, look, be a lady."
And then goes along the footpath.
Nice. So you guys are following this footpath up, and it eventually makes its way into like this little underground tunnel. It's a really short tunnel. None of the humans have made it up this far. They've fallen off the ledge and into the waters. Following this path up, it leads you up into the jungles. Everyone, give me a perception check, please.
19.
18.
14.
I'm surprisingly perceptive.
14 as well.
Okay.
22.
22.
Dang.
Jeez, oh Pete. So, Vodet, Casimir, you had a 19, and Hobbs, you all see, like some silhouettes hiding in some of the bushes nearby, like the big wide leaves. Some of them look more like camouflage, like they don't particularly belong there, and you start hearing these whispers like, "Should we eat them?" And you hear like these bird calls.
Vodet puts his hands out to try to stop, and pats the person in front of him, and points at the bushes. And I'm gonna call down a guiding bolt.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Remind me, Guiding Bolt is a dex save, right?
Nope.
No? Oh, it's a spell attack?
Spell attack. Yeah, it's a spell attack. And I'm looking it up. I have not used D&D Beyond yet, so let me just double check. All right, so that's a big 4. So that is 8.
8 is not gonna do it. But what happens is you hear like a ah, and this like painted wild goblin rolls out of the of this low canopy area, all of the vegetation around, and it's got this big wooden headdress with big red eyes and yellow teeth maw painted on the mask, and it's got this spear and it's laying prone in front of you.
Is it male or female?
Let's see. It is a female.
So, in a moment of drunken confidence, Hobbs is like, "Hey."
She looks up at you through the mask, and you can't tell any facial reactions.
I'm from the Deepfoot Clan.
I've never heard of that. Is that south?
Yeah.
Well, south of like Neverwinter, but
Never heard of it. What's your business here? You came out of our god's tunnel. Are you avatars of our god?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
Deception
Yes.
check for you 3.
No problem.
And so I have a 3 because Hobbs. I don't think I've mentioned it, but he is especially not charismatic.
Okay.
You guys are all really bad at lying. I got a 22.
Can I get advantage since we did just walk out of the god's tunnel?
No.
I rolled a 1.
Oh man. She says lies. And that's when you see 9 more spears come from the vegetation nearby. And in like almost like a circular phalanx, they start like edging in towards you guys.
And it's nighttime.
It's dusk, so yes, it would be quite dark in the rainforest. The canopy kind of blocks out a lot of the sunlight.
So do I see any spots that are like especially shadowed? Gloomstalkers,
Yeah.
we can like
Yeah.
hide from dark
Oh
vision.
yes. Yep, you can find a spot.
I want to ask her, wait.
What? Who is the god you pray to?
Our god is Tormak.
Oh, that's the problem. We come in the name of Kimura, but you can see where the confusion would lie, so.
One of the goblins lowers their spear and notices the big chest that Casimir has been dragging around, and they say,
How about this? Seeing how you have provided a gift,
and like points with a hand gesture towards the chest. He says,
seeing how you guys have provided a gift from our god, we'll let you go to whatever you might need to do, or maybe we have to take that gift by force.
How about this? You walk away from us and we spare your pathetic little lives. I don't know how you think you could attack a hobgoblin.
give me a what's it called? Intimidation with disadvantage. Sorry.
14 was my lowest.
14
Mhm.
is your lowest. Okay.
I've got proficiency.
Okay.
And they just like they back away slowly.
Wait, don't leave me, baby.
They kind of they like start to back off into the vegetation, and you hear the male call out from like nowhere, you hear him call out,
Good luck with the water.
that is the last you see of them.
Good riddance.
It's really hot in this jungle. Very, very humid, and we're talking like temperatures up in the high 90s with like 70-75% humidity. So it's like breathing water.
It's okay, the rum will help.
Yeah. Do you guys want to bed for the night, or do you want to try and find
Not
somewhere
right here.
safe?
Yeah, not
Okay.
so close to the cave.
Okay. Give me a survival check then, to try and find a location suitable for night stay.
17.
Cool, I'm gonna go with AJ's roll.
I follow everybody else.
Now, being that jungles are really just a sort of forest, is there anything about, being a ranger of the forest that might help me?
Yes, but I get to impose disadvantage on you at any given time tonight. Once.
Okay, I'll take it, because he can impose disadvantage whenever he wants.
Right.
All right. You have traded luck, my friend. What'd you get, Ryan?
Oh, all of us. Sorry. Nature. I feel like I have to start doing these on roll 20. I got a natural 20.
Nice. Okay, so as you all are trying to look for a spot, Vodette is actually very proficient in what he does, and Vodette, you're able to find a relatively safe location up in the trees. You think it'd be a fairly easy climb, as these trees have pretty good handholds and things like that. If you guys want to stay up in those trees, yeah, okay. So you guys climb up in these trees and rest for the night. Do people want to do watches, or do you just want to take a nap?
I would want to do watches.
Okay.
I'll take a watch.
So who's taking first watch?
I'll drink first watch.
I'll take second.
Okay.
I'll take third.
Excellent.
Fourth?
All right, and then Casimir on the back end. Okay, so I need active perception checks from everybody, and we'll go in order. So Ben, I think, is first. So go ahead, Hops.
All right. I drunkenly perceive at a 6.
6.
And I no longer have any booze in my water skin.
Okay.
Tell us what you don't see.
Yes. Things seem to go all right during your watch. They seem fairly uneventful.
I pass out.
Okay.
Like 20 minutes before your watch is over.
Yeah. Who took up second?
Me.
Okay.
15.
You find first. You find Hobbs sleeping in his watch position.
Typical goblin.
Yeah, and with your perception check, you can actually see the makings of like a like this really big open area out in the distance. With the elevation you have in the trees, you can actually see kind of the silhouette of a building, and then this cliff face surrounding it, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to make out from the distance. It's obscured by the darkness and the haze that's in the air.
Does it look like something I just didn't pay attention to earlier?
You couldn't see it. There's no way you could possibly see it from the ground.
No, but like when we first got up in the trees.
Oh, yeah. It's just something.
Okay,
you
so it's not
didn't
like it
notice.
was like a sudden thing where
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
it was more of like you being vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. I have an idea of where we should go tomorrow.
And the rest of the watches actually go fairly quiet. In the morning, you feel fairly rested. Anybody wearing medium armor? Or heavier?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I need...
Scale
Yeah.
is medium.
Yep. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Welcome to Chult.
Oh.
Everyone in medium armor.
No, everybody needs to make a saving throw, especially you, Hobbs. Those in medium take disadvantage.
Yeah.
18.
18, okay.
Wait.
Ekri?
So yeah, I get advantage.
No. If
Oh.
you are in medium armor, it's disadvantage. Everyone else just rolls normal.
Okay. Sorry,
Yep.
I thought AG was getting advantage.
Medium or heavy.
I'm light armor, and I have 11 as my
Okay.
check.
19.
19.
You sure you don't want to give me disadvantage on this check?
Yes.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay. And what did you get, Ryan?
11.
11.
Woo, woo.
All right. Anybody lower than a 15 takes a level of exhaustion.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
What does that do again? It's like disadvantage.
Disadvantage on your ability checks. I think
Oh,
it's just
guys.
your ability checks.
I feel so rested.
We're a place to mark that on D&D Beyond.
Exhaustion. Yeah, on your HP, you can apply a condition.
Yep.
Exhaustion.
Yep. So it's one level of exhaustion, which means it's disadvantage on ability checks. That's it. Not attack rolls, not saving
Awesome,
throws.
thank you.
So why are we having this
Because
happen?
of the heat.
Okay.
Um,
But wait, then how? I have light
Yes.
armor. How was I affected by?
because it's hot as fuck here.
The people in medium armor had disadvantage on it.
Oh, I see what
were-
you're saying.
you were
Gotcha,
just a
gotcha.
straight roll.
Yep.
I
yep.
thought it was caused by that.
No,
Okay.
no. So you all are tired from not quite a good rest last night. Some of you are less tired than others. Ekri, you see now in the light, you can make out more of this building. You can see this really nice like stonework and there's like you can see almost like statues, like silhouettes of statues from the sun.
There's probably a lot of treasure there.
Quite possibly.
Hey guys, we're going over there.
Let's go that way.
Hobbs just grabs his head. It's too bright out. That cute goblin girl's not around anymore.
So you guys are heading towards this, towards where you think this tomb or place is, and what you come to is this really large canyon. It's extremely deep and very, very wide. You estimate that it's probably somewhere around like 1,000 feet wide. The only way to get over to this area, though, is a rope bridge, a very old rope bridge.
1,000-foot rope bridge?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
You can see this rope bridge is tied to these stone like footers that are sunken into the ground, and they look like dwarves carved in them, and the planks of this rope bridge are covered in a thick like mossy algae type vegetation on it. There has not been traffic for probably many, many years over this bridge.
So wait, so the chasm type space is 1,000 feet, and then the bridge is also 1,000 feet?
Yeah, it goes over it.
Okay, so
Yep.
it's not perpendicular.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what's that, Lady Timora? What? Vodette should go first, and then we should go in ascending order by height? Shortest to tallest?
Hey, Hobbs. What does a bumblebee do when it gets hot? It takes off its yellow jacket.
Oh god. Nice. So who wants to tempt fate?
We shall allow my wonderful matron to decide. And, Casimir, call heads or tails.
And he flicks his coin up in the air.
While Vodet's doing that, I take out my flute and I start tooting away at it. And then I start walking across the bridge.
I kind of shove past him and run ahead because I figure the only way I'm getting across is if hobgoblins haven't made it first.
Okay. All right.
So before I continue,
Yeah.
this chest,
Yeah, you want to investigate it?
I want to investigate and actually pull out what
Yeah.
I need and get rid of the chest.
Yeah, so you've been dragging this chest. How intelligent is your guy?
I've got a 14.
Oh, shit. All right.
Smarter
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah, it was...
Have we even looked in it yet?
No.
Hey, you said there were magical scrolls.
Yeah, and then you shut the chest. Yep. So it just dawns on you. You're like, well, shit.
Well,
let's
I would have
open
done
this
it
guy
earlier,
up.
but we've been moving. So
So you crack the chest back open. You notice there are 3 spell scrolls in here. There is 2 potions of healing.
I grabbed those.
There is another potion that has like this green algae look to it, and a potion that looks a lot like a potion of healing, but it is decidedly bigger potion. You also see another potion bottle full of like this yellow silver spinning liquid. And at the bottom, you find underneath all these like spread out scrolls and stuff, you find a shield, and it's fine. It's a very fine shield. You would think it's probably a +1 shield.
I don't use shields, so if somebody else wants the +1 shield.
Underneath that is a weapon, a mutable weapon, a +1 weapon, whatever. Whoever takes it. You take that? So, whatever your favored weapon is,
It's
kind of like...
a heft pops out and then axe blades.
yeah, it's Schrodinger's weapon. Until you observe it, it's any weapon.
Can I try to identify the unknown potions?
Yeah, absolutely. Arcana, please. And then on the bottom, underneath all of this stuff, is a instrument. What's a Foclucan?
How do you spell that?
Fochlucan. I assume it's some sort of guitar.
A Foculan Bandalore?
Yeah, it's a musical instrument.
I'm running across the bridge.
I start across the bridge and then I go, whoa. Did somebody just touch like a loot thing?
15 Arcana.
I got a feeling there's a loot thing nearby.
I put the shield on my back. If no one else is going to claim.
Okay. Gur, that is a instrument of the bards. And it is of that type, the Foculan type. You'll find it in D&D Beyond.
All right.
And the potions are a potion of growth and a potion of speed and a potion of greater healing.
I take all 3.
All right. So, this is all happening in split seconds. And Hobbs, you're running across the bridge, and the bridge starts to swing and sway. Give me a acrobatics, please.
At disadvantage. Right. Well,
This is a skill check,
yeah,
so it is disadvantage.
I thought so. Oh, yeah, but I slip gracefully on
Okay.
the algae, and I acrobatics at an 18.
Nice. Yeah.
Would have been a 20.
So you're running across this rope bridge, and it's just kind of creaking a little bit, swaying here and there, and you make it to the other side.
I could use a drink.
Yeah. And you come across a door at the other side, at the face of this temple. When you're walking across this bridge, everybody else, as you're walking across this bridge, you kind of hear it like creak and groan defiantly against the weight.
So I would like to, if anyone is behind me, especially, every time that Vodette comes across like a particularly creaky board or nasty, rotted-looking rope, I cast Mending on it and then kind of turn to the person next to me and be like,
He should have waited. I knew what I was doing.
Nice.
And it's a cantrip,
Yeah.
so I just fix the bridge as I come across.
Yeah. Like Vodette's kind of maybe pulling up the rear or something, and like you all look back, and this bridge is like the strongest bridge you've ever seen now. like he's just like he's healing the bridge as he's going forward.
I've noted that even though Vodek's a goblin, he seems pretty decent for a goblin.
Yeah.
Pretty handy.
Mental note for your hobgoblin brain. Yeah.
As I walk across the bridge, I play. I'm just gonna call it a bandolore because I know how to pronounce that word.
Yeah. That's easy.
Yeah, I play the bandolore, and it doesn't hurt me.
All right.
There's a DC 15 for playing it while unattuned.
I gotcha.
So I rolled a 16
Okay.
While attuning to it.
Nice.
while attuning to it.
I start performancing some drum beats along with it, and I get 2.
2.
Yeah, 1.
No one can hear your drum beats, but
One-
That's because you're not there with us.
1 minus 1 plus 2 for proficiency.
So what you come across, what's in front of you now is this old temple. It is surrounded by trees and thick grown vines over this old, well-hewn temple. It's definitely dwarven make. There's no doubt about that. You guys can instantly recognize that. But the door in front of you, it has a dwarf on one side and a gnome on the other side of the two doors, and they are facing inward, and they're like shaking hands, and they're shaking hands over where like the rings would be for opening the doors, and in the middle of the hands is like this clockwork, very intricate looking lock. It is it looks like if you pop open a watch, like all of the gears intertwined and things like that. It's very complex looking.
That shouldn't be any problem for me. Now, when I do Thieves' Tools, do I just roll and that's the number for Thieves' Tool, or do I apply it to something else?
Dexterity. Plus your proficiency in Thieves' Tools.
Meanwhile, I cast Disguise Self, and I make myself look like a dwarf. An especially dwarfy dwarf.
Okay, so that would be a 17 on Thieves' Tools.
Yeah, you're able to monkey around with these cogs. You don't really know quite what you're doing with these cogs, but as you're moving them very gently, you can start feeling like as some internal tumblers start to fall into place, and at a certain point it just clicks, and you instinctively like pull your hand back because you start to hear this whir like zzz, and all of the cogs start moving really quickly, and the hands of the dwarf and the gnome, they go upward and the doors open inward.
I continue playing the lute-like object. It's a woodsy tune, very melodic. No singing.
What you see a room in front of you. The doors open to a large room with bas-relief carvings of gnomish and dwarf engineers working hard together. At the far end of the room is a large statue of a gnome and a dwarf working side by side to create this tall, wrapping, cylindrical clockwork device. The gnome is frozen in a wild swing, and the dwarf is leaning in a manner of meticulous work. They both are holding their hands out to mime working, but seems to be missing their tools. The keen of eye in your party notice that the walls have indents in them, creating small, shallow cavities between the base of the wall and the floor. One golden metal ball drops out from one of the cavities and starts rolling towards the center of the room. I need you all to roll initiative for me, please.
How large is the ball thing that dropped?
It's about baseball size.
Okay.
Initiative being a skill check.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Those of us who are exhausted have disadvantage. I say in Dwarvish, I say, "Hey lads, how's that for hospitality? Have any ale?" It's a little stilted and broken, but as though I'm a foreign speaker.
Ready for initiatives?
Yes, go for it.
I got 22.
22. Vodat?
14.
14. All right. Hobbs?
7.
Ekri?
18.
18. And Kessmer? 12. So what you see is this one ball. It's like a golden bronze type mechanical device, and it rolls to the center of the room, and then it starts like unfurling into this centipede-looking creature with daggers for arms that can strike outward, and it's got a big maw.
Join the cars.
You got AJ.
Good,
You got
good.
AJ on that one.
I was going Skyrim, but Star Wars is good too.
Yeah. So what would you like to do? They definitely look to be defense mechanisms of this temple.
But there's just one of the centipede
Yes.
creature things.
Yep, in the center.
now. Okay.
Is it a humanoid?
No, decidedly not.
Well,
'Cause
that
it came
throws
out of,
out
like-
all of my spells.
Probably a construct. It looks like it's metal, right?
Oh yeah. It's clearly clockwork. It's got like these spikes for feet, for centipede feet, and as it's unfurling, it's starting to dig some of those spikes into the stonework to kind of get some traction.
Who is it? Who looks like a dwarf?
It is
Hobbs.
Hobbs, yeah.
Hobbs, tell it to stand down.
Grr, what do you want to do?
I whip out my flute again.
Okay.
I drop the bandor. I'm like, oh crap, yeah, okay. And I play the flute, and it's a very lovely dwarven tune, as I too turn into a dwarven-esque figure,
Okay.
and I'm just like, I'm home.
All right. Ekri, what would you like to do?
Does it look like more beads will be rolling down, or
There's nothing to indicate that.
okay? So everything else is just like totally still.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna walk up and swipe at it.
Okay. All right. What are you attacking with?
2 short swords,
Nice.
and so I'm assuming it's within like 30 feet of me.
Yep.
So, okay. So that's probably not gonna hit. That's an 11 from my first swing.
11 is not going to do it. You swing outward with your sword, and it just clangs off of the metal, not hitting anything of importance.
And then for my second swipe, ooh, that would be 17 to hit.
Oh, yeah, you find purchase with that strike.
Okay. So I know when you do dual wielding, you can only apply like the second one?
modifier for damage does not apply to your offhand attack.
okay. I wasn't sure if it was my second attack or my offhand.
It's offhand, and the way to try and keep that, since you're doing the same weapon, is your first one is your main hand, your second one is your
Yeah.
offhand.
Can I still add my sneak attack to it?
No, because you didn't meet the conditions for having
I'm
sneak
a swashbuckler, so If there's no other enemy within 5 feet of me, then I can use my sneak attack. I don't need attack advantage if I'm within 5 feet of my target.
All right, there you go.
So
then yes, you get to use sneak
class,
attack.
Yes,
okay,
it can apply to your offhand attack.
cool. So 1d6 for the short sword. So that's 4 damage, and then sneak attack is an extra 2d6. So that is 6 and 4, 10 total piercing.
You don't add.
Oh, that's right. I don't add it. So sorry, 8.
Okay. All right. It is not doing hot. As you strike, you hear you hit some of like the really nasty gears on the inside. Though the outside may look nice, the gear work on the inside is still really rough from age, it seems. Yeah, it's not doing good.
Sweet.
It is now, let's see. It's now your turn, Vodette.
Okay. Then Vodette kind of takes a step away from the party a little bit and flicks his coin up in the air. And as it comes back down, 5 feet behind this thing, another perfect image of Vodette just kind of bamps into being and catches a duplicate coin. I invoke duplicity with another of me behind it.
That is awesome.
And,
That's really cool.
and then I'll get within about 10 feet of it, but that's my turn.
Okay, excellent.
So that's an illusion of you?
Yeah, it is illusory.
I figure at this point, since we're all part of the clan, that we kind of know each other's abilities. So
Yep. Casimir.
I'm going to run up to it and smack it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Smack good.
I'm going to flex on it first, and run up, flex on it, and then smack it.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
So that's a 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
For 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. You strike down on this thing, and you've got the sword, right? Or
Battle axe.
Battle axe. You strike down with the battle axe,
Two-handed.
and you cleave its head from its mechanical body, and there's this whirring as the gear ratios are now messed up and they're let loose. The head starts moving erratically and the body goes limp. The mechanical contraption seems controlled at this point. It is no longer a danger.
I strike a pose.
Yes. Nice. So, what you see in this room, now taking out the enemy, you see a door to the left and a door to the right. These doors are going to be very similar looking to the door up front.
I walk up to the right door.
So the figures are in the middle of working with something, but their tools are gone?
It's a statue of a dwarf and a gnome, and they're clearly working on it. And their tools are gone, yes.
I would like to do 2 things. First, I would like to turn to Ekri and say,
Actually, do you know why everyone likes to watch blacksmiths at work? Because they're riveting.
and then I would like to...
Ekri laughs at that.
And then I would like to look around the room for their missing tools.
Nice. The room is quite empty. You're getting AJ with these jokes.
I'm loving it.
That's awesome.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, the room clearly holds nothing in it. It's empty other than the metal carcass.
Ekri feels like the right room would have the tool for the right figure, and the left room would have the tool for the left figure.
Okay.
So
You want to prove that out?
I'm gonna try.
All right.
So are the doors also locked, like the front door? Or
Which door do you want to try?
right door?
The right door. The right door. You try that. You try the door, and it doesn't seem locked. No.
I open it.
All right. You open the door, and you see a long hallway.
Does anything happen after I open the door?
No. Let's real quick, because usually I have cards with this information. For no reason, what is everybody's passives?
9.
9 of character.
I'm not wise.
Yeah. Vote what's yours?
14.
All right.
Hobbs?
Hobbs, yes.
I have for perception it's 14.
All right. And Ekri?
12.
All right. And Gur.
12.
Okay. Nope. No reason. No reason.
Hey, Al,
Yep.
I got a question for you. Do you, with passive perception, do you do the rule where, do you use it, rules as written, where it only matters with enemies and not seeing them, or do you let us use our passive if we roll lower than passive?
Okay, so yeah, that's something that I think I've been flexing in between with season 2, but for a ruling, I'm going to say that if you roll lower than your passive, there is a potential to use it. That leaves me a little bit of room, but I'll make sure to keep it in mind for situations.
Cool.
Since I'm at disadvantage right now, wouldn't my passive be lower because of that?
Yeah.
So I'm
Subtract
at a
5.
9 too.
9? Okay.
Fives.
All right. So you open this doorway, and you see a long hallway. At the end of this hallway is a door. A similar looking door. All these doors are going to look identical throughout this temple from
This
here
is
on
why I
out.
prefer the wilds.
Yeah, damn doors.
It only lasts a minute, so it might not be there, but if I still have my illusory Vodette, can I send him running down the hallway?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. So Ekri, you open the door and you look down it, and then you see Vodette like squeeze past you and run down the hallway. And when he gets to the end in front of the door, he disappears. Nothing seems to happen though.
Okay.
Seems pretty good to me.
Quick perception check. Does it look like there's any crevices or lines in the walls /floor/ceiling?
Okay.
And that one, JK.
It's pretty nice looking hallway.
Dwarven.
Yeah, I mean,
Work.
This indoors stuff is getting more and more nightmarish as phantom people disappear and run down hallways.
yeah, right.
So I'm gonna just walk like a badass down the hall to the door.
Okay. About halfway through the hallway, you step on a tile, which actually starts to sink. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please, as these spring-loaded blades come swinging at you from every which angle.
And I'm at disadvantage?
No.
No, it's a save.
Okay. Because
stuff will
I'm
wake
such
you
a
up real quick.
badass walking down, I have a 19.
A 19. Nice. So you dodge out of the way, and you take 9 halved is 4. 4 points of slashing damage as one of these blades just grazes over your shoulder. As you like dodge forward, like rolling away from that tile, the tile goes up and it's like click, and all of the blades disappear into the walls, like perfectly into the mortar.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a what's it called? A ball bearing out of my bag and place it on that tile so that I know not to step on that tile again.
Perfect. You place it on that tile, and the tile does not sink. It just holds there. Okay. Does everybody else want to come down the hallway then? Or
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I avoid that tile specifically.
Step
All
on
right. So all four of you are walking down the hallway,
5?
and you're at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But you're walking down the hallway. Hobbs is bringing up the rear, and you notice, Ekri, the ball bearing just starts to roll, and Hobbs, you dodge where the ball bearing is, and you actually step on the wrong tile, and it starts to sink in. Make a dex save for me, please. I have used my power against you now, Ben.
Ha! You used your power against me, but I actually rolled better on the second die, so that's a 12.
A 12 does
I rolled
not
a
make
7,
it.
so plus 5.
You take 3 points of slashing damage.
Ha! That's better than.
I was gonna say, what kind of bullshit's that?
Well, I rolled a 9 against you and a 3 against Ben.
Oh, I see.
And
That's fine. I can handle it.
I slept the drunken sleep of sleepy people and got my long rest and hit points back before this. So. Ow.
Yeah, very much, Al.
Is the hallway turning to the side?
No.
Nope. It just, whatever fate may have it.
Oh, okay.
The ball bearing rolled.
Just the
I
DM's
pick up
fate.
the ball
Okay.
bearing and then I take my piece of chalk and draw a big circle around,
Okay.
around the trap.
All right. The chalk circle, it just slowly rolls.
Should have made it a square. Then it couldn't roll.
Fuck, we got some good jokes today.
Also, I just realized I read and speak
Ooh,
Dwarven,
okay.
so if that
Nice.
Nice.
pay attention to my character sheet.
I start muttering stuff about hobgoblins not being cool in Dwarven.
All right.
I have the feeling you're saying something about me, and so I just give you a look.
I wink back.
I continue to give you the look, and then I turn away.
So Hobbs, you can see, you notice, you've been actually kind of noticing this here and there, but it's very prevalent in this area. There are runes up on the top edge of the wall where the wall meets the ceiling. You see a bunch of arcane runes along the top edge.
A bunch of murderous dwarven runes that are unnatural, and
they're not of any dwarvish script, or they are definitely arcane in nature. So there's a door in front of you.
I try to open it.
You try to open it, and it's locked. A similar gear mechanism seems to be in the palm, or in the fist class, whatever, the handshake that's going on between these two figures.
I have to do disadvantage for my Thieves' Tool check?
Yeah,
I'm
because it's a skill.
Yeah, okay. And then I add my dex to that, you said? For Thieves' Tools?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dex plus proficiency times 2.
Yeah.
Times 2.
Yep.
So 7.
13.
It's not going to do it.
Can I try again since I did open that one door?
I will allow you to attempt again.
Okay. At disadvantage
just know
again?
that yes, at disadvantage again, but just know that this is a very delicate lock, so too many failed attempts might break it.
How does one more do?
What is it? 15? 15's enough to open it. Yeah. So, the first time you're like, I must have missed something, right? Like you must have missed a turn or something like that. But the second time, everything clicks and it whirs like the first one. You pull your hand back really quick, and you notice that the humming from the locking mechanism whirring, it doesn't stop. The doors don't open, but that humming doesn't stop.
And the humming stopped on the first door that I unlocked?
Yep. And that one opened by itself.
There's just the one door in this?
Yep. It's just a long corridor with one door at the end.
Who would like to go through the door first?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go.
He'll go.
Yeah. Gur, you open the door. Are you opening it gingerly, or are you just walking through?
Oh, no, I'm opening it like, well, I'm home.
Yeah. I'm here. Okay, so what happens is when you open the door, the whirring noise that you could hear from that door, it grows a lot louder, and that noise actually starts to sound extremely metallic, like rapidly moving blades. And when you open the door completely, you can see this weird, for a lack of a better term, labyrinth or path of blades that are moving through the floor. It looks like modern day. It looks like circular saws are following a path through the floor, and there's a very specific path. There's so many of these things that it almost seems like a wall of blades. You can see these metal figures, these clockwork figures, are standing up in this open path between two of the blade walls, is a good way to describe it, and one giant figure that looks a lot like a giant gnome, basically, and it's holding a hammer in its hand, and it's like holding it above its head, and is looking at you menacingly.
A giant gnome, so like a dwarf.
Yeah, it basically is a dwarf. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this means we check the other hallway.
Yeah,
I think
I back out of the room like, there's just some junk in there.
No.
You just shut the door. All right, you want to head back the other way?
Yep.
I yell back
Avoiding the
towards
tile.
the room saying, in Dwarvish, sorry, we were meaning to go to the dwarf side. We got turned around.
As you enter the main chamber, two of these bronze goldish balls drop from the wall crevice along the base of the wall, and they roll to the center of the room. Now there are two of these mechanical constructions in front of you menacingly. Roll for initiative, please.
Don't forget disadvantage.
Gur has 14.
I actually did better this time.
He's 17.
I got an 8.
Casimir,
6.
Ekri.
I rolled a 2, so I have a 7.
All right, and 14 for them. Vodette, your turn.
Oh, I thought Gur had an 8.
14.
No, 14.
Sorry,
You're good.
Shit.
Why didn't we plug up those stupid holes?
And I cast spiritual weapon, and a large mace appears in the air above one of the two.
Okay,
And
they're both side by side, so
okay, the
Okay.
right one.
excellent. Does that attack on their turn? Remind me how that works.
I believe spiritual weapon on my turn, I can attack with it. When I cast the spell, and when I cast it, I
Okay.
can make an attack on a creature
Yeah.
within 5 feet. As a bonus action on my turn, I can move it and attack.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So if you want to take that attack, go for it.
That's a 14 plus my modifier. This is just my spell modifier. So that's 18.
18. 18's gonna do it.
All right, and that is D8 plus 2 force damage. 5.
5. All right. And let's see. Gur, your turn, sir.
I say to the sphere that just took damage, I say, shouldn't have rolled in here, and make a wisdom save.
Nailed it. Wisdom. Let's see. They are at a 7.
That's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Are you attacking the one that's been damaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they take psychic damage? This construct?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
They don't have an immunity towards psychic, so yeah.
They're shaking in
They
their
feel 4
gears.
points of pain from
All right.
psychicness.
They really
Excellent.
ground their gears.
And threw some dirt in their cogs. They also have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Excellent.
Or the one that got attacked has disadvantage on the next.
Okay. Well, they are going to try and roll up on you guys then. I believe you get an attack of opportunity, right, Ryan?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't want to argue too hard on
Yeah, right. I don't.
Whatever
think
you say,
do.
DM.
Yeah, spiritual weapon doesn't.
All right. So they roll up and they attack. Let's see, Gur. Gur. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. So the first one rolls up next to you, and oh god, throws out this this zap, like this. You start to smell like ozone, and you hear like. Make a dexterity save, please.
Oh, so close.
Let's see.
That's 11.
11. And in fact, I need Voda, Ekri, I need everybody at the table actually to make a dexterity save.
I fail.
Oh god.
Oh, and it's a disadvantage.
No, not the saves. Nope.
I
Yeah.
made
Oh,
it
thank
23.
Nice.
16 for Ekri.
5.
Oh Jesus. All right. Anybody lower than 13? 13 and lower fail. You all take. Well, those who failed take 8 plus 6. What is that? 14.
Yep.
14 damage. Those who succeeded take half. 7.
You know we're level 3 characters, right?
Yep. I do.
As long as you're clear.
What was that?
14.
No. What just
sorry.
happened?
Oh yeah,
Attack.
sorry. A zap of like this lightning flare like shoots out in this arc in front of it, striking everyone in the line. So it that's what it does, and its buddy just comes up and bites you. Gur. Let's see. 8 plus 5 is 13.
Enough.
Enough? All right. And this is the time that Ellen kills Gur. No. That is going to be 4 points of piercing damage and a 3 points of lightning damage.
Gur, we hardly knew ye.
Jokes about killing Gur almost kills Gur.
Yeah. All right. It is Hobbs. Your turn.
All right, so I dart forward, kind of roll out past them, and take my 2. I didn't leave there.
Oh, okay.
Threatened
Okay.
space. I'm just kind of rolling,
Circling around them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
just
ahead.
make it splitting the party,
All right.
So, and I pull out my 2 fangs, my daggers, and I attack the wounded one first, as my mother taught me.
All right.
So, a 12 plus a 17 hit.
Yeah, 17 hits.
So I stab the first one for 7 piercing damage.
All right, it is dead.
Then I stab the other one with that same dagger.
Okay.
And does a 15 hit.
Yes.
Sweet. This is a special class ability. Here. And 8 plus 3. I stab that one for 11 damage.
Holy crap.
Piercing.
It's not doing well.
And then with my offhand as a bonus action.
Oh, shoot. You've got 2 attacks? Nice.
I got 3 attacks on the first round if I use 2 weapons.
All right.
I'm a Gloomstalker. It's the Dread Ambusher ability.
You're more like a droid ambusher.
Oh my gosh. I rolled 3 4s in a row on my damage with my dagger. So that one takes... It's going to hit because it's 17 plus 5.
Yep.
So, and it's 4 damage.
4 damage. It's dead. So they fizzle out.
It was a shocking turn of events.
Oh, no.
I move the rest of my movement in an extra 10 feet because I can.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just to show off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show off.
All right. We are out of initiative at this point.
I thought there were 2 of them.
Yeah, he killed them both.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Hobbs, you don't fuck with Hobbs.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
I'd like to.
Odette, so Gur, you're pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm like in the corner coughing up blood.
Okay. Vodette will go up to Gur and kneel down beside him and pull out his little holy symbol coin and say,
I think that those electric centipedes need to find a better outlet for their aggression.
Oh my gosh.
Can we keep his jokes?
It's the voice, I think, that's actually selling it.
With that painful laughter, you heal 6 points of damage.
Do you want a healing potion too?
Oh, I got healing potions. I just haven't drank any yet.
I'll drop a cure wounds on them too.
Hey.
Yeah. I go up.
Are these droidicars are coming from a very specific place?
They're coming from so where the walls, all of the walls meet the floor. There's a notch. It's about 4 or 5 inches tall, and there's a notch between the wall and the floor, and it just goes about the same amount deep. Do you want to inspect that?
I would like to, if I could, please.
Yeah, go for it. Investigation.
15 plus 0.
All right. Yeah, so you look like you try to like smash your face up close enough to kind of see up in this ledge, and you see this like that behind the walls is actually this massive mechanical contraption, and you see thousands of these little balls hidden up into the wall. And they imagine this to be like a Coke machine, like the innards of a Coke machine. They're just waiting to drop these balls out.
Okay. I will mention this to the rest of the party and say,
the divine goddess would always like to lend a hand, but when she can't,
and he fishes out from his bag,
I probably could shove this in there.
and he's holding a bomb.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
I've only got one, but I say, why not?
Okay.
There's 2 holes?
No. It's all along the edge, but he noticed that it's all like a giant mechanical contraption along the walls. Yep.
That's better
You
than
want to blow it up?
It's better than my plan.
Well, I'll listen to some input from the others.
Not
as well
gonna stop
first.
you. Just gonna stand away.
Yeah, I'll guard the door.
Could I get this bomb? I mean, I don't know if it's a big old, like the size of my torso, Legend of Zelda bomb, or could I shove it in through this little 5-inch crack?
I imagine the bomb to be about the size of these spheres that are coming out of the wall. So yeah, you can absolutely just whoop.
Okie dokie. Then yeah. I take like the thing and I get it just barely in the little hole, and take some tinder and
Bomb it away!
and then just plunk it down into the mechanics and run.
All right. So it just like shoves up into this like these like fingerling mechanical contraptions that are holding these spheres, and it's held there, and you light it and you book it. And just as like you're exiting the room, it goes off like an awesome Michael Bay flick. It just
And I know you
and like the smoke starts coming out of the base of the wall, and you can see along all of these along the edge of the entire room, it's starting to like spit and sputter gear chunks out from the bottom. You think this room might not be dropping any of those anytime soon.
All right. I guess I'll erase my one bomb from my gear.
I was gonna say that could have gone really bad the other way.
Yeah.
They all get activated at once.
Yeah.
I had a bad feeling that was going to turn out to be a binary deployment system. So
Yeah, it just goes back out.
Well, no. We fought 1, then we fought 2.
Oh yeah.
And then 4.
Oh,
That could have been
8,
bad.
Yeah.
16, 32.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys want to move through that door?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys go through the left door in the main chamber.
When I do,
Mhm.
I'm going to take my crowbar out and, well, first I'm going to do a perception check on the hallway. And then if
Okay.
everything's...
Well, so you open the door, though? So the door isn't locked, and what you see when you open the door is it actually opens into a similar hallway, but there's no door at the end of this hallway. It opens up into a vast room, and then you see this archway. Looks like a footpath archway, and it's broken over this crevasse on the other side of the room, and you see far away in the distance is a portion of this temple is cut into the cliff face on the other side of the crevasse.
Okay. The hallway, floor, walls, ceiling.
1 second. Other than the scenery, you also see in this room 3 clockwork dwarves in this room. And one of the dwarves is much bigger than the rest. It is holding a wrench over its head in a very similar style to the other room, and it is looking very menacingly at you.
Okay. So, a perception of 18. Do I notice anything hinky about the hallway?
No.
Okay. So, as I walk down the hallway, I'm going to use my crowbar to test out the tiles in front of me.
You're sounding them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you're like sounding down the hallway, you don't hit any like traps or anything like that.
Cool.
Does Casimir just run in? Disappointed
want
not
to.
being able to fight the previous couple?
Kind of want to. I'm definitely
Do it.
keeping up with her.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that I can be up front for this battle. And I'm kind of like, I'm walking behind her, but I'm totally flexing on these guys the whole way, like pointing at them and being like,
Is your
I can
wrestler
be
music
menacing
playing
too.
right
Oh
now?
yeah,
Oh my
absolutely.
gosh.
In my head only, but yes. Unless I
I
get
am
some,
a true
some
American.
bandolier backdrop music.
You want some backdrop music?
Yeah.
Do you say so?
Lay
Yeah.
him a
I
fat
need some
beat.
backdrop. All right. I start playing some Bandor music, and oh no.
and
And I get him hurt.
apparently.
Ah, yeah, I get hurt.
Oh, no.
I say, very, very loudly in accented dwarvish that, hey, we're all dwarves here. There shouldn't be any problems.
You see in front of you the main, like, badass dwarf. Its head, like, kind of tweaks to the side a couple of times, and you can see, like, gear chunks pop out from the head.
Perfect. It's already broken. We're good. We can fight this.
So as I play some theme music, I go bum, 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 twang. Oh, God, my ears. Oh, that hurt. Take 5 points of damage.
Oh, shoot.
I picture one of the strings snapping and like cutting your face.
It is psychic damage.
Oh, psychic.
So I was
okay.
like, it's got to be some sort of mental thing. I'm like, I'm not playing this thing again until I got some good time to study it. Just to one
Clearly
tune.
just out of tune.
Just a tune. A single tune.
All
a
right.
Tune.
We'll say we start with let's do Ekri because you're leading the charge here.
Can I? So wait, the dwarven statues are on the other side of the broken bridge?
No dwarven statues. What are you talking about? There are 3 dwarven clockwork, like, drones in front
drones,
of you.
yeah.
They're in the room in front of you, directly in front of you.
Okay.
Yep. You're moving to engage them, basically.
I am going to go for, well, the bigger drone. Would I be able to attack it and have no other enemies within 5 feet of me? Or are they clustered?
No, they're clustered together.
Darn it. Okay.
You might be able to do something to draw that one away if you want to attempt something like that.
Sure. For my first round. So I'm going to move like out of the hallway to the side.
Yep.
And then I item interaction, get my light crossbow out, and I shoot at the big one.
Okay.
Does 11 hit?
No.
Sad face.
It just, like, pings off of the the wrench and off into the distance.
But it at least touches the statue or the drone.
Yes.
Maybe that'll get its attention.
And it seems to, like, turn its broken head towards you.
I just end my turn by saying that it's a dusty old rock.
All right.
That might be a compliment to dwarves, but
Yes. Casimir.
I'm gonna run up and attack.
All right.
Time to send these guys to the scrap heap. 20 to hit.
All right. Big one or the small ones?
Action economy. I'd go for the small ones.
Okay.
10 points of damage.
Holy crap. Yeah, you take out the first small one. Yeah, and so you run up and you smash this one clockwork dwarf, and you seem to find, like, a weakness in its like rusted armor, and it just, like, cleaves in two, just gears and springs going everywhere. Voda, your turn.
I will close up with the big one
Okay.
and take an attack of inflict wounds at it. Does a 19 hit?
Oh, yes.
All right, so that will be 3d10 is 19 points of necrotic damage
To the big one?
to the big one, and
All right.
as he swings all of this down, he says,
You know, I had a joke about some dwarves, but I'd never stoop kill you.
Nice. Oh, that's AJ clapping for you. And like, it's covered in, like, as you're saying these things, a black cloud of necrotic energy leaves you and wraps around this big bad dwarf, and it sinks into the gears, and you start to see gears sputtering and spitting, and its head pops off and its body falls limp.
Like clockwork.
Like clockwork. Nice.
As
well
a
done.
bonus action, I turn to the other one and say,
If it isn't Baroque, don't fix it.
Grr. Do you want to try and inflict more damage on yourself?
No.
Running real low on spells, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
What's left?
One clockwork dwarf, smaller than the one that just died.
It's got less than 10 HP. Probably.
Maybe.
I don't really have anything we can. All right, I say.
Life of a bard, man. Buff someone. Buff someone.
There's only one left though. You guys see me say something, but you don't hear me say something. But the clockwork guy does. Make a wisdom save.
All right. 3 + 2, 5.
Right. He hears me say, "Your mother was a pocket watch, and your father smelt of rust."
Nice.
And this one's actually Dissonant Whispers
Nice. Yep.
for 11 points of psychic damage.
Just enough. If a construct could cry, that's what it's doing right
It
now.
leaked a little bit of oil out of its eye
Yeah.
and then died.
Like the camera zooms into its eye, real close shot, and you just see one teardrop, and it lays over in defeat. It's dead. It's dead, Jim.
That's right. That's right.
Nice. The wrench lays before you on the ground. And this chasm, does anybody want to investigate the chasm at all?
I'll climb up on the bridge
Okay.
and lean out over the break,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hawk a loogie, and then shoot. Watch it go down.
Okay. It goes down, and in this chasm, you can't actually see the bottom. It's mist. It's obscured by mist, and you just see it just slowly disappear into this mist, and it's gone.
I listened for a splash or a drip.
Nothing.
Probably can't hear it.
Nope, nothing. Yep. You do see, though, as you're standing on this arch, you can kind of make out you can see this dais with this pedestal on top. And you see something sitting on top, but you can't quite make it out from 600 feet.
Yeah. I have no way to affect something 600 feet away from me, so.
Do we have time for a short rest?
If you want to try. Yeah.
How far is that?
600 feet?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey guys, I could really go for a moment
A nap.
to learn about band doors.
You guys want a short rest?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
All right. Do you do anything to prepare, or are you just short rest?
I'm going to go and close the door
Okay.
that led to this area, kind of lean against it.
Okay. Just kind of barricade it with your body? Okay.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
use my second wind first.
before you take the short rest.
Well played.
All right. Yep, you guys receive the benefits of a short rest. Time passes by, and you all are noticing now that there are runes, magical runes, all across the top of the walls that meet up with this, with the ceiling in here. You also notice trees are grown into this room, and vines are kind of crawling into this room from the outside, as the whole other side the side opposite to the door you walked in, with the archway, the broken archway, is open completely to the outside elements. It's hot and muggy in this room, and it's the midday sun passes later into the day.
So do those dwarves leave any ale laying around, or?
No. You don't think these dwarves have need of ale?
Yeah, but maybe they have want of ale.
Depends on if that was programmed into their clockwork.
Right.
I mean, they could have like canned beer in their bellies.
This isn't acquisitions.
So we handled those dwarves pretty good. We could probably take those gnomes out. I mean, if we, dodge the blades.
How about we throw the parts of the dwarves on the blades?
We don't have any more bombs. I don't know how we're going to stop them.
I could insult him. I'm not very good at it, but, maybe a little help.
And something also to call out, too, is in this room there is another ledge along the outside of, like, all these walls. Similar ledge to what's in the main chamber.
Interesting.
You don't see these ledges in the walkways, like the hallways, but you do see them in these rooms. And I mean, it'd be a normal thing to look just like Vodette did in the main room, and it's a similar contraption up inside of the wall.
So the drones, whatever that we fought, the main one had a hammer that dropped, or
A
wrench?
Yep.
I want to take the wrench and see if it will fit into one of the statues in the entry room.
Okay. Yeah. So you take the wrench into the main chamber, and as you enter the main chamber, you hear like a and nothing happens. You do hear that noise though, like
Just upon walking in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You walk up to the statue, and what do you do with it?
I try to put the wrench in the empty hand.
Which one? There's two. The dwarf and the gnome both seem
You said
to be...
I walked up to the statue, so I was hoping you would just assume the correct one.
Oh, honey.
Hey, if you don't try, you don't know.
That's right.
Since the statue is dwarves and gnomes working together, maybe they have to trade tools.
Why don't you just
Gnomes do like their wrenches.
why don't you just try one?
Gnome statue.
You put the wrench in the gnome statue? Okay. When you do, you see the gnome statue, its arm like falls forward and bangs on the statue of the cylindrical mechanical thing that they both seem to be working on, as if it were hitting it with a wrench.
I think that should probably be the hammer.
Yeah, but gnomes are dumb.
Does it keep doing it, or was it just
No,
once?
just the once.
Okay.
And it seems to like go, it goes shabong, and then you hear like a something seems to have latched or unlatched.
Gnomes have a racial trait where they can fix things by hitting it with a wrench.
So I suggest to the party that we grab the drones and throw their corpses onto blades in the blade room to try to, like,
Slow the blade.
yeah, or like break some of them or trap them into half of the room.
I'm running pretty low on the magic I can do today, but if we rest, then tomorrow I can also just command the statue to throw us his hammer.
Ooh.
Well, how about we try the blade room then? If
You want to try it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds more fun than resting.
I also only can heal you once.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid to take damage again. I'm feeling pretty good right now, but later I might not be, because they do a lot of damage.
Well, I'm at least grabbing one of the, I guess I'll call it a corpse.
There's no point in resting with no beer.
We don't exactly fit this environment real well, so you might be even more exhausted tomorrow if we rest.
All right, let's see if we can stop those blades.
All right. So
grab corpses.
Ekri, you grab what you can, and everybody else kind of picks up what they can, and you make your way to the other room.
While avoiding the one tile.
Yes, while avoiding the one tile. Good. So what you see in that room is you see all those blades, and you also see another one of those arches. I forgot to describe that last time. It's an arch path that breaks over the cavern as well. You throw the corpses on the blades. I am going to give you inspiration for that.
Sweet.
That was a very inspired idea. I like that. Okay, so you throw the corpses on the blades.
Gur starts playing his newly attuned instrument, and it sounds a lot like he's just singing for a second, but really quietly, like he's saying, "Let the bodies hit the floor." And then all of a sudden he goes, "Let the bodies hit the floor," and starts going off on it.
All right, so there's this really awesome background music as you guys are now going to battle with blades. Apparently, you are throwing these bodies on top of the blades, and the blades start to slow down. You can see them get caught with some of the cogs, and some of the cogs and springs and stuff start falling through the crevice that they travel through, and you can see some smoke coming up from the crevices. It definitely slows down. You think you might be able to fit your way through this blade path with a little bit of luck and some dexterity.
Yeah, something's got to give.
I head back. I head back to the main room and grab the corpses of the other things and drag those in.
Centipede ones.
Well.
You do the same? Okay. All right.
Just a little more.
More smoke starts pluming up from these tracks. Do you want to try and skip through this blade? Basically, imagine this blade, this free path, this safe path, winds around itself like a coil, and it ends in the center with the big gnome. And along this safe path is two other mechanical gnomes, just waiting for someone to walk down this makeshift, really simple labyrinth, basically.
So can we easily distinguish what the path is now that we can walk through without...
You could always walk through the path, but it's not of zero resistance. There's enemies in your way to get to the end. But you can try and cut through. Imagine a blade of hedge or a hedge of blades, right? You can try to cut through that to get to your goal faster.
Or I could just destroy one of the statues and then throw its corpse onto even more blades.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down the path and just fight whatever droid I get to first.
I'm gonna follow.
What's that?
How big is this room?
This room is pretty big, 45 feet wide, and just over 10 feet long.
Do I see any good places to kind of hide?
Yeah, you can hide behind the blades. That's not being facetious. These blades are tall enough and thick enough that you could obscure yourself.
So I'm going to obscure myself.
Okay.
And I pull out my bow.
Okay.
And I await the sounds of battle.
All right.
Fighting as a good goblin should.
Nice. All right, everybody, let's get a fresh initiative on this one.
10 for Gur.
10 for Gur, 10. Ekri is a what? I'm sorry.
16.
16. Fodette?
13.
13. Casimir?
9.
9. And Hobbs.
13.
All right, Ekri, you are first.
I take out my short swords and walk down the path.
Okay. And basically the path it's 3 nodes, right? The first node is one enemy, that's one movement. The second node is another movement from there, and then another movement from there to the boss. So you walk down and you can engage with this mechanical gnome if you like.
I am. Before it even turns on or anything, or if it has turned on, whatevs. So first swing is a nat 1.
Ooh.
Second swing is 20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And d6. So that is 9 piercing.
9 piercing. All right. The first one takes the 9, and smoke is like billowing from it. It starts to like stutter. It looks like it's on its last leg already.
Aww.
Next is Vodette.
And Hobbs, you're right up after me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try to take it out, and then you go grab the hammer. And boom!
And I send out a guiding bolt
To the big bad?
to the big bad.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
Oh yes. All right. So that is 4d6. That's not great. 13 radiant damage.
Holy
Nice.
crap, nice. It is looking rough. It's struck him with this guiding bolt, and there's a hole blasted through its chest, and you can see some of the gears are still engaged, but the hammer that it's holding above its head starts to stoop low, like it's having a hard time keeping its arm up.
No, that's it.
Okay, Hobbs, it's all you. Hammer time.
So
Could move through this if you don't want to attack at range. You think you can, if you can get through the blade, you can get right up next to him in one move.
thing about being a goblin ranger is I'm good at attacking at range.
Yes.
So Hobbs pops up out of his hiding spot, looses 2 arrows.
Uh-huh.
The 2 little ones are both left. One's gravely damaged and the other one's unharmed. Right?
Yep.
So the first arrow he lets loose, flies at the one that's highly damaged.
The smaller one or the
Yeah.
big one? Okay,
Well,
the smaller one.
I'm
Yep.
attacking the small ones. not
I
the
got
big
you.
one.
I got you.
And so that is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Totally ignoring Vodette.
Jeez.
Doing 8 piercing.
You strike it in its in the center of its forehead, and it just kind of falls back and falls into the blades, and you see more smoke billow up from the blades.
And then the second arrow that was let loose in quick succession does a 21. Is the swing?
All right. Yep, that hits.
Oh, for the exact same damage. Even though I got to roll an extra d8.
How much is it?
5 plus 3, 8.
8. All right. And it looks rough.
And then as a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I use my nimble escape ability to attempt to hide again.
Okay.
And I kind of move along a little ways
Yeah.
so I can pop out from somewhere else.
Perfect.
Avoiding blades.
Grr. What you doing?
I say, or so I've been playing the bodies song, right? And I'm getting to the climax, and I'm really starting to go at it, and I go, Casimir, take it! I give you bardic inspiration, just to make sure we can finish things off.
That's a D4?
D6.
Yep.
Yeah, to my skill check.
Skill check of your choice.
Yep. So you can use it for your attacks and stuff like that. And that's your turn?
That's it.
All right, Casimir. Now, so you can
I feel
try.
inspired.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I'm going to go through the blades and
All right.
get to the big bad.
Excellent. Give me a dexterity acrobatics to get through these blades, please.
13. Let's make that 14.
14, you use your inspiration. Yeah, you make it through the blades, and you have moved into range, melee range with the big bad.
I attack it.
All right.
Damn, I kind of wish I was a champion now. I rolled a 19 on the die, so that's going to hit.
What are you, a battle master or a
Brute.
Brute.
It's a UA class. I do 16 points of damage.
Oh my
Just
God.
crash down.
Yeah.
Two-handed with this weapon.
Nice. Yeah, you mutilate this thing. Just cut
I
from
brutalize it.
Yeah, you brutalize
and
it.
I grab the hammer out of midair as it dies.
Absolutely. I like that. It is dead. There is one mechanical gnome left. And I forgot to mention, you couldn't see this because of the blades, but you are now standing next to a lever, where the guy was standing, the big bad. It is a free action to pull it if you want to try and pull the lever.
I'm going to pull the lever.
Pull the lever!
Wrong lever! Yeah, that was 1 point shy of max damage on that attack.
Nice. When you pull that lever, all the blades drop down, and you stop hearing that whirring.
I'm exposed.
It is now their turn.
I re-engage the blades. Oh, so that's what that does.
Let's see. The closest person it's not going to go for Casimir. It's going to go for Ekri. It moves up towards you.
It knows who's the most deadly.
That's right. It moves up towards you, and it puts out its hand with its palm facing towards your chest, and you hear this like.
Can I dodge?
Repulsors.
Since I've seen the attack before,
yes.
Can I try to
Yep.
dodge?
You give a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, 8.
The hand beam goes off.
Call it what it is,
Oh
Alan.
my God. That's almost max damage on 4d6. All right, so that is 12, 18.
I'm unconscious.
And then 4 on that 18. So, yes, you're unconscious.
Yeah.
So you guys just see like this clockwork gnome just like waddle up to Ekri, and he puts out his hand and just and she falls backwards, her limp body laying over one of the blade tracks.
Yay, the
Don't
blades are
turn the
down.
blades on.
Re-engage the blades.
It is your turn, Ekri. Make a death save.
I rolled a 5.
Ooh, failure.
Okay.
Vodette.
How does that work again?
10 or higher is a success.
And then if I get 3 failures, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vod.
I run up to Ekri and cast Healing Word at level 2.
Nice.
Which is my last spell for this day. And you can take +2, 8 points back.
Thank you.
I had a healing kit.
Nice.
And I've got a healing potion still.
Yeah, I've got a couple too.
I will take half my movement to drag her away from this thing.
Perfect. I like it. So you grab her and you start dragging her back. The clockwork drone is going to.
Oh shit! Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah, it's going to attack at you. It puts its hand outward, and its palm is still like outstretched, and you see from the forearm flips like this blade, and the palm like flips back into the forearm, so it's like switching weapons, and it attacks you with the blade. And it actually misses, like, it just slashes right in front of you. It misses at, like, 6. So yeah, that was close. It is Hobbs' turn.
It's not the first round, so I'm not as cool anymore. But I loose an arrow at it. It's 13 plus 7, so 21 to hit.
Yep, that
for
hits.
9 piercing damage.
And you shoot this thing right between its eyes, and it falls backwards. We are out of initiative now. Do you want to take the hammer back?
Yes.
I switched the music to a song of victory. Bum, 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 bum.
First thing I'm gonna do
I
though
thought you were going
is
to play like Hammer Time.
take that potion of greater healing that I swagged earlier.
Hail to the victors. Something.
Hey, Akri. That was pretty close. Hey, did you ever hear the one about the gnome that was a herald? He had pretty low standards.
Where do you come up with all of these?
I'm pretty sure Vodette is Patch Adams.
Claim all of these as original jokes. I don't want to know if you found these online. I don't care. They're yours.
They're awesome.
That's what my belief is.
It's like bad. It's a bad dad joke.
Yes.
Yeah. He's just got a whole page of
That's awesome.
of great jokes.
It's actually in Xanathar's. You just haven't found that table yet.
Clearly.
Hey, man, what do you think I've been doing with the last month of getting ready for the game?
Nice. All right.
Definitely starting to respect Vodek a lot.
Yeah.
So, across this archway,
Yep.
is there an identical this pedestal?
Yeah,
with
so
a
so
thing
you
that
can
we
look
can't get?
you can look across the archway. You are looking across a similar length cavern, about 600 feet long, and on the other side you see a door blocking a entrance. It is similar make. It looks like, gnome and dwarf shaking hands.
Okay. Let's head back to that main room with the hammer.
Okay. When you enter the room, it spits and sputters again. Some smoke kind of billows out from the walls. Did you want to put it in the dwarf's hand, or do you want to switch?
In the dwarf's hand.
In the dwarf's hand. So you put the hammer in the dwarf's hand, and the dwarf's hand swiftly moves towards the cylinder, and just before it hits, it pulls back, and it just tink, and and you hear a click, click, and then you hear as the statue sinks down into the floor. And on the other side of this statue is a hidden room. And you see in this hidden room is a pedestal. And on the pedestal is a marble.
Ooh, so I stride in confidently, and I pull out the ball bearing that I picked up off the floor.
Oh, he's going to do an indie switch.
Yep. It's exactly what I'm going to do.
1 second. Let me describe some more about this room. So you walk up, and it's on this pedestal, and you're looking down, and you're getting ready to size it up, right, and switch it. You notice that this pedestal has like gear workings, like kind of carved into the top. It's like all these planetary gears and stuff like that. And in the center of the pedestal, where the marble sits, it is a giant, the central planetary gear, just a circular disc on which it sits. You want to try and switch it?
I'm outside the room.
Okay.
Thus died Hobbs the Goblin. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Come on.
Okay.
It's
All right.
perfect.
Yes.
How can I not do that? I picked up the...
Yeah.
Man, one way or another, it's going to be a one shot.
And so I swapped them deftly at a 13.
A 13?
Untrained sleight of hand.
So, like, a bead of sweat rolls down your forehead as you're trying to like cautiously line this up, and you quick switch, and you grab the marble, and you're looking at it, and
it slips out of my fingers.
Nothing happens in the room. Nothing goes off.
What about outside the room?
Yes, nothing outside of the room. The marble rolls towards you guys outside of the room. Hobbs, do you like quick grab the marble off the ground?
I don't want to leave my ball bearing.
Oh, okay. Do you want to try and get it?
No.
You can always
Ball bearing
get.
you've had for maybe 5 minutes.
I can always give you another
we had
one.
a short rest.
Like
we had a short rest.
Yeah.
I've
It's been an hour.
literally got 999 left.
I attuned to that ball bearing.
Attuned to this ball bearing.
No, I'll try and pick it up.
Okay, so when you pick the you're picking up your ball bearing?
No, the
Okay, the marble.
Yeah.
So when you pick the marble up, you really look at it and inspect it, and it's this glass marble. It's a cat's eye marble with green and blue moving through the center of it.
cat's eye. That matches my eye.
Yeah. When you're holding it though, it feels innately magical. Very strong, powerful magic is coming off of this thing.
I hold it high above my head. Behold! This thing!
He's holding it like belt height for you, Hobbs. Or not Hobbs, Casimir. And you see he's just got a simple marble, it seems.
Hold? Okay.
Yeah.
I grab it.
Same thing. You feel like this really strong magic coming off of it.
This reminds me of what life became like when I joined a goblin tribe.
Hey everybody, it's Alan, your friendly neighborhood DM. Hey, I just wanted to let you know a few things real quick before we get back into the action. The first order of business is we are actually changing our release date. If you haven't heard, we are changing our release date for Season 2. We will be releasing on August 13th. That is a Monday, August 13th. We're doing this to make sure that everything that's coming out is going to be at the top quality we can give you. So we're working really hard on that. We're really sorry that we had to push that date out a little bit, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. If you love the music that we play on the show, all our backdrop scores and things like that, you really need to check out Incompetech.com. Incompetech is where we get all of our main backdrop scores, and we absolutely love it. Everything there is free. Go check it out. If you want to help out the show, just tell people about us. Tell people about us through comments, through reviews on iTunes, or wherever you consume our content. Tell people about us on Twitter. Tweet at us at DM's Table and use the hashtag #RollWithAdvantage. And we'll be there with a high five and a fist bump, and we'll even ask you your favorite color. If you got a little bit of money to burn, though, go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/rollwithadvantage. We've got cheap subscriptions, and it gets you access to content like the Tome of Epido and extra things that go along with the show and side adventures like these. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. We're going to get right back into the action. Enjoy.
I attempt to fly.
You what?
I attempt to fly.
You throw yourself at the ground and
I
hope to miss.
Yep.
You don't fly.
Nope.
It's
dude,
not
what
a
are you-
beat of flying.
What are you doing?
He just did
Testing.
He tried to body slam me.
Do you want to focus on this speed? You want to try and figure out what it is?
Sure.
Is anybody in this party Arcana trained in Arcana?
No.
No.
Jack of all trades?
Well, I mean, you've dabbled then, yeah. Do you want to check it out?
Sure.
All right, give me a history or arcana check.
23.
Nice.
Ooh.
So when you're holding this item and you're really inspecting it, you've heard tale, and these are old tales. I'm talking legends, right? Of these skillful warriors that held a marble in their pocket. And some of these warriors were known to be able to travel vast distances within a blink of an eye just by looking through the marble.
I say, I'm not going to do this in the voice because my throat's getting a little sore.
It takes practice.
I say, gather around. And I sit down on the ground.
I pull out one of my rations.
I pull my instrument, my magical instrument.
Story time?
I go boom, 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 boom. So, legend tells of great warriors that once could travel back and forth between great distances. All they had to do was eat one of these magical beads.
Oh, God.
I snatch it.
Beat me to the punch.
Nice. What do? You snatch it. What do you eat it?
Do I get it?
Yeah, you snatch it.
It's sitting right in front of me if I was investigating it.
Oh.
right as you go to do that, I'm like, oh, wait. I was just... Nope.
So, Vodette, you pop it in your mouth and you like swish it around and you swallow it.
A nature of 12 tells me that we will get it back within a day or two.
I keep the crown.
You feel magical?
I try to teleport to the across the chasm on the left.
All right. So like you look and you focus on the left chasm and nothing happens. And you're willing yourself to go forward. And you just don't flash forward.
He sits there and he squints his eyes and you can see his whole body tense and then you just...
Now is probably a good time to tell you I was just kidding about the eat it thing.
Always gotta be the funny guy. Always the one with the jokes.
Well, I mean, you were telling all these good jokes. I thought I'd try. I'm just not as good at jokes.
No, that's
Should
pretty
stick-
good.
Stick to
I
what I
gotta
know.
admit, you got me. And also, the prank war is on.
Yeah, I think we should let Vodek stick to the jokes.
Oh, and then I die. I do want to try, and I know it's not going to work, but I'm going to walk over to that leftern.
Yes. That's proper. I like it.
The left archway, and I'm going to try casting Mend.
You're just like, fix.
I mean, he was able to fix a bridge.
Yeah. I mean, you mend some of it. It's not really mending together, but your attempts are definitely noted.
Okay, that doesn't work.
I walk up to Vodette and I go, I'm really sorry about fooling you. Here, I'll make you fly. You can fly over there.
I take the bead from him before he takes
It's in his
you
belly.
gotta reach up into places you don't want to reach, man.
it. Did he actually swallow it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I punch him in the gut.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
trying to make
non-lethal damage.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw, Vodette.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what we like.
That's what I want.
That's Constitution. That's 11.
Yeah, Vodette, you just there's the
a
bead
marble,
sitting right there.
couple
Yeah, the marble.
Fish heads. One of the
Some
pirate's fingers.
I pick up the bead. I look through it
Okay.
across the chasm, and I think real hard and try to.
Okay.
Zoom out.
You're sitting there and you're thinking for a good 30 seconds. And
I have a 10 intelligence, so yeah.
Yeah, you're focusing through this bead for a good 30 seconds, and the location seems to start getting closer to you. And you wait another 30 seconds, and it seems almost like if you were to take a step forward, you might even just walk right over there.
Ooh, I step.
You step. You all see Hobbs step forward. As you see him step forward, he disappears and he finishes his step on the other side of the chasm, standing at the dais.
Loosen the jar, though.
On this dais is another pedestal, Hobbs, and on this pedestal is a big key. It is silver. It is well made by dwarven craftsmen. The head of the key has planetary gears in it, and it looks as if it would spin as well. And it sits on another pedestal with similar designs of gears and planetary gears.
So I start rummaging through my pack,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out my grappling hook, because it's about the only thing that looks to be about the right size and shape to replace the key.
Do you have the weight on the grappling hook?
It's 4 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, give me a insight. You might be able to estimate the weight of this.
At disadvantage, my insight is 15.
Nice. You think that this grappling hook is way heavier than this key. They're about the same size, but the key looks to be roughly a pound.
So I put my grappling hook away, and I pull out, grabbing different items out of my bag.
Okay, to make up a pound?
Kind of just feeling weights.
Yeah.
So he's the 600 feet away or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
All right, so you hear from.
Stop playing with your pudding. Get back over here.
I take my my mess kit and jangle it a bit. And I'm like, yeah, that's the right weight. I take the mess kit, I open it up, I take the fork and stick it on the end of the mess kit so it looks like a key.
All right.
And then I very carefully, at disadvantage, attempt to hungoverly indie swap it.
Oh, fuck.
Well, the good part is disadvantage does not play into my roll. The bad part is I have a 3 on the die, so that's a 6.
A 6? So when
First
you swap this thing,
the fork falls off.
you pull the key faster than you put the mess kit on.
Now, do I realize as I'm doing that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're watching this happen.
Okay, then I keep holding onto my mess kit.
Okay. So you're pulling this key away, and that central circle, it lifts up, and you see watermarks around where it's coming up, and it's stuck in place, and then you see a flash of arcane magic along the top edge of the walls near the ceiling in your room, and everybody on the other side sees the same thing. I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm fine. A 20 passes, right?
20 passes, yes.
16.
What about a 2?
Nope. Nope, decidedly not.
14.
14. Okay. Vodette?
A wisdom save. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right. So everybody who did 15 or higher, you are sitting pretty. Those who failed, you feel slowed. You feel as if everything has really slowed down. All of your movements. You are under the effects of slow.
Ooh.
What?
Hobgoblins saving face feature.
What's that do?
Hobgoblins are careful not to show weakness.
Okay.
So
In front of their allies.
Okay.
So if you fail an ability or saving throw, you can gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies within 30 feet.
Okay. For you, it's 4.
Yeah, and I rolled a 13, so that's a 17.
Nice. Well done. Okay, so who failed then? Was it? Okay, so
me.
Just Casimir.
Quick question. Can we see that Casimir's like moving slow?
Yes.
His flexes are like really exaggerated.
Yeah.
I want to go up to Casimir and like really slowly, like, hey, Casimir, look at my cool skills. And I play the fastest song I can play.
And as you're doing that, 4 droids fall from the walls in this room, and they roll outward. Roll initiative for me. Hobbs, you are not included in this.
9 for Gur.
My best roll of initiative all night is the one that happens when I'm slowed.
So the effects of slow are basically you take a -2 to your AC, and you also do not get reactions. You can only make 1 attack per turn, I think is the long and short of it. You can look up the rest on D&D Beyond if you like. That's the basics of it.
Well, I only get 1 attack a turn anyways, so...
Okay.
Who cares?
I think you might get half your speed, too. Let me quick blaze through this. You can either do a bonus action or an action, but you can't do both. I don't see anything about speed, but I'm going to say you do half your movement, because that makes sense for slow. You can make a save at the end of each of your turns. So, what's everybody got for initiative?
9.
13.
8.
And what'd you get, Casimir?
19.
19.
As the slowed guy.
Casimir, you are actually right in range because they're going to roll up around you guys. None of them look stronger than the others.
Cool. I smack the closest one to me. Nat 1.
Nat 1.
You gotta swing faster.
I know, I do need to swing faster.
You see Casimir, and he's just slowly swinging, and the one just like sidesteps. Ekri.
The ability that lets me use my sneak attack.
Yeah.
It does read that. So
when an ally is within 5 feet, you can use it.
Okay, that's what I was wanting to clarify.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to that one and swing my short sword. And that's a net 20.
Nice.
Making up for my crit fail.
That's right.
I've never actually rolled a net 20 attack.
Nice.
So With sneak attack.
Congratulations. Yeah, with sneak attack. So basically you roll all the dice rolled twice. And then you
it's
add
my
your
first
modifier.
swing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Close
son.
to max. Okay, let's see. 6
That's
times
pretty good.
3 is 18, plus 2 is 20, plus 8 is 28, plus my 3 is
32?
31.
31. Yeah. So you kill it. You want to describe your kill? Go for it. You describe it.
Does it have any like facial type features? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Okay.
It looks like Optimus Prime almost. Like the facial features are made out of gears and things like that. Yeah.
So I just take both of my swords and like stab them in on either side of its neck.
Yeah.
And I just like totally carve and fuck up like all of the little inner workings of it. And then I rip the swords out, but I do it in like a downward motion. So it's just like this huge giant explosion happened in its neck.
And as you do that, the gears start to like pop and whir. It is a gruesome sight for constructs. That is awesome. It falls to its knees before you and just shatters into 1,000 pieces.
If constructs could have nightmares, that's what it would be.
That's what it was, yeah.
So I still have my second attack.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go up to whatever's nearest. So 12 to hit.
12 is gonna miss.
Okay, that's fine.
And it is Gur, your turn.
Casimir, have you moved at all?
Nope. Oh, I didn't make my save.
Right, go for it. With save.
6.
6, nope.
I haven't had a lot of luck with fighting lately. But I
Okay.
am gonna stand in front of Casimir and be like, going away at it, like, yeah, I'm so good at this, yeah. You feel so inspired, like you could maybe have a D6 on your next attempt to not be slow.
Nice.
Reminds me of the guitar guys in Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, yeah.
Just going so hard at it, to, rev up the battle.
It is Vodette, your turn.
All right. So there's 3 of them still?
Yep.
All right. I will go up to the one that Ekri was attacking.
Okay.
And I'll try to scoot behind it in order to flank if I can.
Yeah. Yep. I don't use the flanking rules, but I'm totally down with that.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. So yeah, then I'm gonna do that, and Buddha just pulls out his mace for this one and says,
Ooh.
I call my mace oil, because you're looking a little rusty.
Oh my god.
and that would be a natural 1.
Oh.
Oh no.
Too slippery.
On the attack and the joke.
Yeah. It reaches out and grabs the mace, and it is it's attempting to eventually take it from you. Yeah, and in fact, since it's their turn, I need a contested strength to take that away. You can use we'll use this kind of like a grapple, so you can use your athletics or acrobatics, whatever is better.
Do I have disadvantage for exhaustion?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, because it's a skill check.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Athletics.
Yep.
It's 15.
Okay. They rolled a 3, so you grab that, and you've got your mace, and you yank backwards. I need you to roll a d4 for me, please. 4? Nice. So you yank backwards, and you see some popping as some of the oil lines start to spurt. You seem to have hurt it with how hard you yanked back. So yeah. The others are, one is going to attack at Casimir. Casimir, I need you to make a dex saving throw at disadvantage, please. It puts its hand up to you, and you hear 7. You take 19 points of damage, of lightning damage. Oh shit! You were standing between them, weren't you?
Yep.
Hobbs. Gur. I need you to make a dex save as well. He's sitting there quiet.
What so shit? What are you talking about?
That's right. I was like, who else are they gonna attack? Oh wait, where is Gur? That's right.
That's a 16.
16. Yeah. You take half that, so 10. No. Yeah, 10. Is that 10? No. And 9. You take 9 points of damage. And the other one raises its hand up towards you, Ekri. Make a dex save, please.
Ooh, 23.
Nice. So you take, let's see, 8 halved. No,
4.
wait, 10 halved, 5.
Oh, okay.
5 points of damage. It is Casimir's turn.
I'm gonna swing at the thing that just hit me, because that hurt. A 14?
A 14. A 14 is going to hit.
Sweet. Weak. I rolled better on the D4. 9 points of damage.
Against the one that's already damaged, right?
Against the one that hit me.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Revenge hit.
Nice. It is...
And my save.
Yes, and your save. And you are inspired. Ekri, you're on deck.
That's 13. I'm going to use my saving face ability.
Okay.
And bump that up again.
Boom. All right.
I make it. I'm not slow.
All right. Go ahead, Ekri.
Just a little slow.
So I'm gonna swing at the one that's up in Casimir's business. And a 7's gonna miss.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing again. And an 11.
11 misses. Yep.
Okay.
Gur.
I need a little bit of a break after all that.
Yeah.
Were there
Labor.
two standing right next to each other?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna like spin in between them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna raise my hand up, just bring it down onto the strings, like twang.
Yeah. Okay.
Gonna use thunder wave.
Ooh, yeah.
Thunderclap.
Thunderclap?
Thunderclap.
I assume a deck save.
It is con.
Con save.
Yep.
Okay. They are going to fail. They've got a 10. I assume you have higher than a 10.
It's 12. They both take a whopping 3 damage.
Oh shit, that's enough to kill one of them.
And then I raise my hand up and bow my head like...
Yeah, like Freddie Mercury.
Yes, exactly like Freddie Mercury.
Awesome. It is now Vodette. Vodette, your turn.
Okay, do this again.
And I take a swing with my mace at whatever
Yeah, the same
is
one.
Injured and in front of me.
Yep.
Since we're all crowded around here. It's a little bit better. 16.
16. All right. Yeah, that hits.
All right. Oh yeah, max mace damage 8.
8. All right. Ghetto crits.
So small, except for compared to my magic.
So you bludgeon this thing right in the face, and its face like crumples in, and the gears grind, pop, and explode in front of you, and like one big spring pops up from the neck hole, and it just all falls to pieces.
I always did like giving them the facial.
Yes. Oh, so good.
Do you just walk around in life making jokes constantly?
It's pretty good.
I can't believe my wife hasn't left me.
Oh, so good. There is one left, and it is going to turn towards you, Vodette. It does the forearm thing, and a hammer comes out of this one's arm and tries to bludgeon you at a 17.
I do my shield up.
Sorry, I'm at 18 is my
18? Okay, excellent. It just pling across your shield, and you see like you get this like fuzzy ozone smell from it, and like you see sparks like shoot across your shield as if it's imbued with lightning damage. But you take no damage. It is Casimir's turn. The dice are killing you, man.
Yeah, I swing and miss because I rolled a 2.
Dang. Ekri, your turn.
I'm going to use, as a bonus action, my second wind.
Okay.
First swing is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
11 piercing.
11 piercing. It's not dead, but you are definitely within range of that.
I raise my other blade. A 20 to hit.
Nice.
And
Straight roll.
yeah, three piercing.
You, in classic Ekri form, you stab into the neck area between the clavicle and the head, and you hold your blade there, and you pull in your other blade, and like a can opener, you just twist the head off, and
can opener.
yeah, and it just it all falls apart and explodes, and this like the magic smoke comes out of it, just.
Yeah, my mom taught me to go for the jugular.
Yeah. Nice.
That's what my mom taught me too.
They are all dead.
Woohoo!
Hobbs, did you want to focus to walk over to them?
I don't know. It looks dangerous over there.
Yeah. You actually, you can't quite see the other side, the door on the other side from your location,
Okay.
but you can get a good visual on the archway, the walkway that's broken, And when you're like looking through that cat's eye marble, you feel as if you could walk there.
I'm going to go to the party and hope they have drinks.
Okay.
Celebratory drinks.
All right. So you walk over there. You guys feel as if the slow spell keeps trying to take you down to a slow level for 10 minutes. So every minute you basically have to try and save against this. You feel as if this was a security measure in case of intruders to slow them down until like a security force or a detail came in. You've got this key, this big key, and you hold it by the planetary gears, and it like spins around, and you can like almost like a fidget spinner if your hands were big enough.
Mm-hmm.
I drink my last healing potion.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes enjoying the ride. Slow.
All right.
God damn it.
Hobbs is a drug addict, apparently.
Yeah, so if someone wants to try and take the cat's eye marble from Hobbs, he's not going to be fast enough.
I just want to play the hand slap game with him.
I fiddle with
And
the
at the end
key.
of 10 minutes, the back of your hands sting and are all warm.
Yeah. Nice.
I think that I need to make a camp and rest and do a little bit of prayer before we go any much deeper into this.
You want to take a long rest?
Sure.
All right.
I want to find some place that's cool.
Make me a nature check.
12.
12. You might be able to like shut yourself. Actually, no, you can't close the secret door for the one room. There's not really a safe place here.
Wonder if
How big is that door?
That door is 5 foot wide, roughly.
Tall, though?
It is probably about 5 foot tall too. I mean, these are dwarves.
So, could we make some manner of makeshift?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a tent flap over it, just to try and keep the warm air out.
Yeah.
I have a good idea.
Okay. What is it?
You know the lever with the blades? We should like rig it up so it's a fan.
You could turn the blades back on. I mean, it's probably moving some air in there.
Oh wow.
But yeah, you can do a tent flap in front of that door. All right, sounds good. So you guys camp out in that area, and with the nature check, you think that as long as you're drinking fluids, you might be okay. But you're gonna have to drink a lot of fluids.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Somebody's got an empty water skin.
Did anybody?
Yeah. He kind of
It's full
filled
of
it
rum.
with booze, which does the opposite.
It's empty of booze.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Did anybody bring extra water skins?
I have 2.
I can make sure that I do tomorrow, but
All right. So you guys.
I have water skin and
Yep.
things like that.
Well, I mean, if I assume them to be full unless you've explicitly like said you drank them, so you can use them if you like.
Yeah.
Well, I explicitly said I dumped mine out, filled it with rum,
Yeah, you
and
did.
then drank the rum.
All right. So long rest goes by.
I'm going to take off my armor tonight.
Wise move.
I will
Wise
follow
move.
that wise
Oh.
move.
Anybody else want to follow Casimir's?
I will.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
like
affect you,
forage.
Oh.
Actually,
but it's the
that
medium
chasm.
armor that fucks us over.
Was there water at the bottom of the chasm?
You can't tell.
Even if I like cat's eye.
You try to cat's eye,
Yeah.
but there's no solid surface to move you into because you can't see through the.
Okay, so it's got a safety device.
Yeah. Yep. You could try to venture outward the 1,000 feet into the jungle and try to collect up enough water for everyone. That'd be another nature check.
Sure. I'm going to try to forage water.
Or survival. Sorry, not nature. Survival.
Survival. Actually, I'm better at survival.
I was gonna
I
say
figured.
you're a ranger.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 7 because I'm at disadvantage at everything I do.
Okay. You're actually able to bring back about 4 gallons of water.
Enough for me. No.
Do you want to pass any out to anybody?
Sure.
Okay.
I keep a gallon for myself, and
Okay.
I let the rest split between them.
All right.
I know that's a lot for a small creature, but I'm thirsty.
Yeah. All right. So over this long rest, who partakes in the water?
My mouth has been
I
like
partake.
like cotton balls
Yeah.
ever since I woke up.
Yep.
I hope it didn't have parasites in it.
I was gonna say I watch the others drink it first, and then I drink some.
I drink from my water skin until.
Or wait,
it's
yeah,
empty.
no, I have a water
Yeah,
skin.
yeah.
What am I doing?
Okay.
I almost took Goodberry.
Vodette, do you have medium armor?
I'm gonna stick with the water in my water skin, or
Okay.
just boil what he found.
That's a good idea.
Don't
Yeah.
do it in the room.
There it is. Okay, yeah. So you're able to boil up this 4 gallons with the makeshift tools you have. It takes a while.
You mean 3 gallons?
Well, yeah, unless you want to boil your gallon. Okay.
Oh, my water would be cool.
All right. Anybody else follow suit with Casimir's taking off armor?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for the night.
Nice. So the long rest goes by. You guys have full health. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. Anybody wearing medium armor or heavier needs to do it at disadvantage. I need you, Hobbs, to do it at disadvantage because you drank the water.
That's
Always
okay.
bring bottled water.
That's okay.
I drank his water too. Can I do it at disadvantage?
Yeah, you
All right.
definitely do it
Okay,
at disadvantage.
still a 1.
Well, no. Vodette boiled the water. So, yeah. So he said he's not sharing his, but Vodette boiled everyone else's water.
Okay,
So, you're
still
still
a
good.
1.
Yeah, still in that one. You take a level of exhaustion. You take another level of exhaustion, right?
I have a 20 instead of a 23.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
For
you're
my
good.
con save.
You're
Yeah,
good.
I'm good.
In
In fact, I lose a level of exhaustion
Yes, you do.
because I slept well.
Yeah. What do you got, Vodette?
17.
17. You are good.
Reminds me of the stream
22.
by my home.
22. Good.
15?
15 is good. Nice.
Just Gur
Yeah.
at this point is exhausted.
Yep. Okay, so do you want to tackle the door to the right of the main chamber then? All right. How do you want to go about that? Do you want to send someone over with the cat's eye, or do you want to...
What was on the other side? I thought it was just a bridge to the chasm.
It's a bridge over the chasm, and on the other side is a big door, like all the other doors that you've seen.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Well, before we leave, what happens if we switch those the different tools? Because it looked like he was trying to bang a hammer onto the anvil.
They both tried to bang.
They're actually in the ground. You're not able to pull the...
Oh, never mind.
Yep. You head over to that room. Does anybody want to do anything to get over there, or are you guys just sending a cat's eye person? Actually, who had the cat's eye?
I don't know. I had it, and
Okay.
then I was slow.
Or Hobbs still has it.
Okay, so you have a chance to attune to it if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, so over your attunement, you understand this this cat's eye to be an ancient piece of 6. You know this cat's eye quite well now. You don't quite know the history, but you understand that it's able to teleport you as long as you focus for a minute. You can teleport you and anyone in a 20-foot radius up to a mile away under clear conditions. You have to see the solid surface that you're landing on. Solid surface means ground, water, solid surface.
So we can all teleport over
You
there.
can. So you focus for a minute to teleport over that door.
I'm gonna play with the key a bit first.
Okay. The key just zips around.
Like a toddler.
You don't think that you can get everybody over on one go, but you think you can get over and open the door and then come back and bring them back. It's a very narrow way. Think of like the walkway dead ends into a wall, and it's a 5-foot wide walkway.
All right.
You want to do that?
I guess.
Okay. So you zip over to
I do take the key with me, though.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
I figure I'm
You
gonna need it.
you zip over to that door, and the door, just like all the other doors you've come to, has the two figures shaking hands, and you go to push the door open, and it's locked. You want to try the key?
Oh, I wanted to try the key from the start.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So you actually insert the key where the hands are shaking hands, so as if they're both holding the key. And when you push the key far enough down, the end of the key pops out, and one of the planetary gears engages, and so it like engages and locks and whirs, and the doors open automatically, and the key falls out. You can pick up the key, and on the other side of this door, you see a big wheel. This room is a 15 by 20 room, and you see in it is a big capstan. It is basically a helm, a ship helm that is parallel to the floor, and it is halfway through the wall, as if moving this thing would turn some sort of gears on the inside of the wall.
All right, that looks like more work than one little goblin can do. I'm gonna go get everybody.
Okay. All right, so you pop back over with your friends, and you are in the room. You want to try to move it?
I do.
Okay. So
I'll give you a hand.
all right. So
I
Casimir,
flex a little to prepare. Strike a couple poses.
yeah.
Feel good.
Any dwarven ale around here?
Nope. Casimir, Hobbs, and Vodette, you guys man each of these rungs in this capstan, and you start pushing. And at first, you try to push counterclockwise, and that doesn't quite work. It seems to lock. But when you push clockwise, it spins freely, and you hear this giant grinding noise from way across the way, coming from across the chasm from the north of everywhere where you've been. You can't quite see what's making that noise, but you know it's something big.
So as we're pushing this, I'm saying to the guys, I'm like, instead of doing this with that cat's eye, we could probably steal a lot more of that turtle gold.
Well, we could just steal that gold after we're done with this, too.
Why don't we do both? Yeah, let's do both.
I think we should go get some of the rum.
All three. Okay.
Rum would be nice on a hot day like this.
Casimir shakes his head.
It's not how that works.
Be nice on a cold day too.
In fact, actually, Gur, you're leaning like in the doorway and just kind of watching them do this. And you're looking across towards the north end, and as they're like moving it, you start to see the mist obscuring the north end of this like area. It starts to whirl into like almost like a hurricane almost. And it whirls and it whirls and it whirls. And you see this giant, finely hewn square thing, and it moves through the mist, and it just like it moves towards the north end of the main chamber, as if maybe the rooms have changed.
The room's changed.
Do we get to a point where it feels like we've moved it all the way?
It doesn't actually stop, but you get a little bit of resistance once it like clicks in. Okay. It doesn't mean that you can't push forward more if you'd like.
We'll stop when it meets resistance.
Okay.
And check things out.
You want to go inspect that room again?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to push this wheel anymore.
Okay. So you guys bamf
Yeah.
back to the main chamber, and what you notice is in the hidden doorway, there is a giant vault door. And it looks expertly locked. Like imagine like one of those giant gold vault type things.
I have a very clever idea. I pull out my key.
And you try it?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk up, and this doesn't have the shaking hands on it. It's like one of those big spindle lock type things. And you don't really see a place to put the key.
I'm going to just hit it with the key.
Okay. You do the gnomish thing and just hit it with the key. Nothing happens. You even try, like, turning the spindle. It's locked. Grr, you think with how... Give me an intelligence, actually. Give me a straight intelligence. Nat 1. Yeah. You think there's more rooms, but you can't figure out how many there are, or any of that information.
What else changed, guys? I'll go wander off.
Yeah. You make a quick loop around. Nothing else changed, just that doorway.
Never mind.
Can I do an investigation check on the vault?
Yeah, absolutely.
13.
You think that you might be able to open this vault with a big cog. It looks like a cog fits in the middle of these rungs, and that's what allows the outer ring of rungs to spin and unlock this door.
And we haven't seen anything like that.
Nope.
If this room is what showed up because we turned the wheel, then what if somebody stayed here and then we turn the wheel back and maybe the old room it was in is how we can open it up?
I vote we keep turning it because we spent a lot of time in that first room. So
okay, so who wants to stay? Who wants to go turn?
I'm not a leader. I'm
Quick
not very
question.
charismatic at all.
The cog mechanism, does it look like a crowbar could fit in it?
No.
Okay.
I
Just
mean,
had to check.
It will literally fit in it, but you're not going to get any leverage.
Okay. Cool.
I nominate it's Vodette's idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Okay, cool. So the four go to the capstan, and Vodette, you stand there in the center of the room, watching when the four that traveled, when they show up and they try to turn it backwards, it doesn't move backwards. It's almost as if it only moves one way. And you turn the capstan clockwise again, and Vodette, you get this wondrous view of this contraption, and the room leaves, and you can see clearly this like massive cog machine that's got arms out in space holding these rooms, and the room coming towards you is much larger than all the other rooms. It locks into place, and you see like this big like monster head on this room with its mouth agape, and it's got a big keyhole bigger than the key that Hobbs has. You don't think it would fit in there.
I will try to yell. I know that's a ridiculously long.
It's a really long. You could probably like wave to them though. Somebody could probably see you waving to
like jog halfway.
Yep.
And then when I think they can hear me, I yell, "Keep spinning!" And then I jog back.
So he yells and gives the signals to keep spinning, and you guys spin it another time. A room shows up. This room is actually full with two of the clockwork dwarfs, and they're both standing there, standing guard in this empty room, and they attack at you, Vodette. What do you do?
Keep spinning!
And you're waving your hands, and the two dwarfs like start walking forwards, and they start spinning it, and they cleave them in two, just breaking them in the doorway. And in front of you, Vodette, is another room with a pedestal on it. 4 bronze gold protectors are standing around this pedestal, and on the pedestal you can see a giant key that looks like one that might fit in the door.
Okay. I hold my hand up for them to like just wait just a second.
Okay.
And the one of the protectors that I can see, I don't move, but I cast command, and so that is a wisdom saving throw.
It is a 10.
Yes, it was a 12 that it needed. So it fails, so I can command it to do something that doesn't cause it to harm itself.
Yeah.
So I will command it,
Throw me that key.
it raises its hand up at first towards you as the room spins together, and then it turns without moving its legs. It just turns perpendicular, unnaturally, grabs the key, and then whips it towards you. And the
spinning.
and the room just
and I have them keep spinning until it gets back to the dragon head with the key.
Okay, cool. It keeps spinning till the boss door, and you are able to unlock it if you like.
Oh, I wait for them now.
Oh, okay.
I'll do the comeback hand gesture.
Okay. You all pop back over, and you see this mouth agape, and Vodette's ready to put this key in.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they get there, and I as they're coming, I do the thing where you tense up so that you turn a little red and sweaty, and I start breathing heavy.
It's amazing. 6 different guardians. I defeated all myself, but here's the key now. So.
And so Hobbs is a little jealous that Vodette has a bigger key. but he's not articulate. He just kind of sulks.
Nice.
Without saying why.
Hey, listen, Hobbs. It doesn't matter what size the key is, as long as you find the right kind of lock that it fits inside of.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
And you can have this one anyway, because when we open that door, if there's a bomb or a monster, I don't want to be the one that gets eaten first.
Well, it seems like a mercy to be the one eaten first, because then you don't have to watch your compatriots be eaten. We're eaten second, so
And
sure.
I say,
Hobbs, listen, you're gonna need some motivation here.
start playing the Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Let's take your D6 if you want it at any time
if you
in the
want
next
to
10
use
minutes.
it, you don't have to use it immediately.
Yeah. You have 10 minutes to use it.
What kind of roll is it to turn it?
Just the regular key?
Well,
The big key.
Yeah, the big key? Yeah, it just opens.
So I brace myself.
Yeah. You ready yourself?
Pa!
Spit on your hands.
And
Nice. Yeah, it spins
and then I
freely.
tense as I expect to be eaten.
So you open this door. Everybody roll initiative as you see a coiled cobra, a iron cobra around this pedestal. This iron cobra is covered in spots of rust, and you see on the pedestal is this comically large gear.
23.
23.
Oh, 22.
20.
Why I didn't want to be in front.
14.
12.
Sorry, Gur 20.
20. Yep.
Vodette 14, and Casimir 12. Hobbs, what do you got?
22.
22. Enemy has a 19. Ekri, you see this iron cobra in front of you, and it looks old.
Machine type iron?
Yep.
Okay,
Similar clockwork. In fact, what you saw in that statue, it looks like the lower half of what this is. Almost like they were constructing this construction.
So, I'm just starting to feel a bit cocky and wanting to show off a little bit. Cause,
Yeah, of course.
I'm badass and all that.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to use my cunning action to take a potion of speed to grant me haste.
Okay.
Just grab out my swords. First swing, 13 to hit.
13 hits. It meets. You cast Find AC.
10 piercing.
What weapon?
My primary.
Okay. Is it anything special?
No, it's just...
The attack doesn't seem to do as much as you hoped.
Okay, yeah, so my weapon's my bonus normally, but I use my item interaction. But so just my second haste attack.
Yes.
which I would get to do my damage bonus again because it's a second.
It's a regular attack.
Yeah.
Yep, go for it.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
And I can only use sneak attack once per turn. So that is 7 piercing.
7. Nice, which is 3.
Also, if the creature can't make any opportunity attacks against me for the rest of my turn since I hit it.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Move away.
like 15, 20 feet away.
You don't have enough movement to do that, but
her speed is double.
Oh, that's right. You got tons of movement. Yep, you can move away.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Excellent. It is now Hobbs, your turn.
So I hastily pull out my short bow.
Okay. Yeah.
Not as hastily as I was doing stuff.
And I loose my first arrow at a 24, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I loose a second arrow because it's this is my first round.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is a 23.
That hits.
I'm going to go ahead and drop my Fury of the Small to make it 9 damage.
9 damage?
I didn't roll so hot.
Okay.
On damage.
All right.
Bonus action, I'm going to try to hide behind the back of the door.
Okay. Gur, your turn.
Still holding my trusty bandor, I take my dagger out and I scrape it along one of the strings.
Yeah.
And I start whispering something that nobody can hear.
Okay.
Except for the thingy in the room.
Okay.
And I'm whispering things like, "Watch out, there's water. You're gonna get wet and rust."
It just cocks its snake head and doesn't understand the words you're saying. It is that's a wisdom save, right?
Yep.
15.
Yeah, that makes it.
Yeah. I figured.
You still take the damage, you just take half.
Oh, okay.
And I am casting at second level. So.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14 on the die, so 7 damage.
7 damage? Okay. All right. It is now the enemy's turn. It is going to strike at you, Gur. And that is going to be a 15.
Yep.
All right. You take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Do I do this at disadvantage because of the exhaustion?
No, it's a saving throw.
It doesn't matter. 8.
8. You are confused. On your next turn, you must use your action to make one weapon attack against a random creature within 30 feet of you, which is any of your allies. It is Vodette, your turn.
All right. Spiritual weapon again. So I kind of cast that right above it.
Okay.
And as I pay more attention to my spells, it takes on something having to do with my particular deity.
Yeah.
So it takes on the sort of wonderfully colored greens and yellows of a Las Vegas carpet. It's
Okay.
a flail, but instead of like the 2 spiky balls at the end, it's 2 dice hanging off the end of it.
That's awesome. Nice.
And that takes a swing at him for big 11.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Dang.
But it looked good though.
It did. It did look good. I forgot to roll this. Oh shit. You see as the weapon appears above the construct's head, you see its head like flare with red light, and then like some gray smoke pops and like flows out of its eyes, and it looks as if it might be incapacitated for its turn.
I did that. You see my mistress's power?
Nice. Casimir, your turn.
So it's incapacitated.
Yep.
Meaning auto crit on attacks?
It just says can't take actions or reactions.
I'm actually not going to attack this turn.
Oh.
I'm going to run up to Ekri.
Okay.
And grab a potion from her.
All right. What do you grab?
I'm taking the potion of growth.
Ooh.
And I'm going to drink it.
Nice.
And I'm going to pull out my shield off my back. So I'm
all right.
Equipping that.
Nice. And so you get +1 to your AC and whatever extra. So it's a +1 shield and then whatever the shield gives you. Nice. Okay, cool. It is Ekri's turn. What you doing?
Well, it seems like I'm not going to be the most useful person in this battle, but I take my sword and swing. And 9 misses, probably.
Yes.
Yes.
You found AC last turn.
What's the AC then? 12? 13? Okay. So 11 misses, and then my hasted third action is a 14.
A 14 hits. Yep.
16 piercing.
All right.
And then I use my hasted motion to back out again.
All right. Next is Hobbs.
I peek in the door and I shoot an arrow at the snake thing. And that would be 18 plus 7, 25 will hit for 5 damage. And then I use my nimble
5
escape.
damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I use my nimble escape to hide back behind the door frame.
All right. Gar. Or Gur.
Was it any attack or melee attack that I'm confused?
Oh, you attack. So at any
Whatever
random creature.
Whatever you would do for an attack.
Yep.
Okay.
So there is 5 people in the room, so roll a d6. If you roll 6, re-roll.
Okay.
And we'll go basically around the table. So it's one is the snake, 2 is Vodette, and around we go.
It's a 1.
It's a 1. You attack the snake.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Nothing's wrong here.
All right. I say casting vicious mockery. I say you're not that nice or something.
Nailed it again.
Because I'm confused, right? So
Nailed it in
say.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, go with that, Adam.
So it saves.
Whiz save.
11.
Not gonna do it.
All right. What do you got?
A whopping 2 psychic
my
damage.
gosh. Nice. All right. It is its turn, and it slithers up next to you and makes an attack. And that's going to be a 21.
You're just barely hits.
You take 5 points of piercing damage, and 1 second. As its fangs pierce into your skin, you feel. Oh wait, shit! It's incapacitated till the end of its turn. Never mind.
JK.
It does
JK.
nothing.
Nice. You see that it comes back to power after its turn.
Guys, I just had this weird vision of that thing attacking me for 5 points of ish damage.
What's 5 points
The
of
Lady
damage?
of Fate has given you a vision.
It's like a commoner.
Nice.
What's that joke? On a scale of 1 to 27,
Yeah.
it's like a 5 out of 27.
It is Vodette, your turn.
All right. I will bring down a guiding bolt onto this thing. I'm actually going to do it at a level 2. So that is I don't think a 6 hits.
No, unfortunately not.
And that's a wasted level 2.
Someone's got inspiration.
I was
now.
just about to say I'm gonna give my inspiration
Oh, okay. So,
because I'm not that useful in this battle.
so, Ekri shouts to you something inspiring, and you can re-roll.
17?
Yeah, that hits.
I never thought about it that way before.
How much damage do you do?
That is going to be 5d6 this time.
Holy shit.
Radiant, so that is 11, 15, 16, 17 radiant damage.
Nice. It was looking rough.
And as my bonus action, the flail attacks it with a natural 20.
All right. Crit flail.
Which gives it...
Get it?
1d8, so 2d8. Plus 2 for another 13 force damage.
Oh, shoot. All right. It looks rough.
I'm glad my inspiration went to good use.
Thank you for that. That was a very different outcome.
Go ahead, Casimir.
I rolled 2 16s on the dice.
Nice.
16 damage.
16
with
damage.
my magical battle axe.
All right, so you run up and like you pull back your battle axe and you see like the shine just shing along the blade, and you chop downward, cutting the head from its body, and the snake body writhes around on the ground, and its head like chomp, 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 chomp. It eventually dies. You see the light from its eyes go out, and there in front of you is the cog to the vault. Eventually,
I pick it up because I'm large-sized right now.
Yeah, so you grab it and you're holding it, and you guys go about the topsy-turvy thing, turning the this axis of rooms around and around until you come across the vault door again. And Casimir, you're able to slide it into place and like click, 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 and it engages, and you can spin the vault door. It swings open, and inside you find
Dwarven ale.
Yes, you find 3 casks of old dwarven liquor. You also find 1,000 gold pieces worth of gems and a dusty old tome. In common, it says the Tome of the Clockwork Protectors. Just quick flipping through that tome, you see something about a black flame being placed underneath these constructs, and then these constructs coming to life and becoming semi-sentient. And you see like this story within the book about how these constructs are taking on hordes of devils and demons. It has instructions on how to build these constructs and how to make them sentient. Unfortunately, though, you guys are going to have to find a master artisan to accomplish that. And that's how we're going to end tonight.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, Ryan. Do you want to do a quick plug for your YouTube channel again?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for having me. This was a blast. This was my first cleric ever, so
it was fun.
Thanks for letting me play that out. And if anyone wants to come check out Roll for Initiative, we'd love to have you over there and see what it is that we do. Lots of videos about DM diaries. We talk about the campaigns that we're playing in right now. There's mini painting tutorials. We talk about books and movies and video games, lots of board games, some teaching people how to play different stuff. But it's, we're geeks and we make videos and we think they're cool, and other people might think they're cool too.
Yeah, I definitely think they're cool. I love watching your guys' videos. Where can they find you at Twitter?
So on Twitter, let me make sure that I've got all of our different handles right. On Twitter, we're at R4I Vlog.
Vlog, like video log?
Yeah, okay. R4I VLOG on Twitter. That's also our Insta. And if people think that we're really cool and they want to really help us keep making stuff, you can always find us on our Patreon at patreon.com/roll4initiative. And it's the number 4.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Ryan. It was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
The quality of jokes was significantly higher today.
It was quite choice. Sorry, Adam.
I feel a little targeted on that one there.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening again. If you want to check us out, go check us out at dmstable.com/rollwithadvantage. We're hosted there. You can also find us on iTunes, on Google Play Music, on just about anywhere where you can subscribe to podcasts. And if you don't find us where you want us, hit us up on Twitter at DM's Table, and we will try and make sure that we get on your podcast provider.